now working again. I don't know why my live stream just decided to crash all of a sudden. Let me make sure it's working on YouTube real quick. But again, we have a confirmed tornado near Sulphur Springs, so we're going to immediately get to that here in just a second. Looks like it's working though right now on both platforms. All right, so cool, we're back. Sorry, I do apologize. I don't know why it crashed, but we're back. Let's get back to the tornado warnings that we have ongoing. Again, we have a confirmed tornado still ongoing near Sulphur Springs. This is moving off to the northeast. It's going to be going into Sulphur Springs within the next few minutes. So seek shelter away from windows and lowest floor possible if you're in Sulphur Springs. If there is still a tornado on the ground, it's going to be located right about there near Interstate 30. Again, Sulphur Springs is in direct line for that if it is still on the ground, which again, we haven't had a report on that for a few minutes now, but there is still some fairly strong rotation back here near Interstate 30. So seek shelter away from windows and lowest floor possible if you're in this area. We are keeping a very close eye as well on the live cam in this area that we do have, which this is a current look right now over near Sulphur Springs. Dark clouds in the background. Again, we could potentially have a tornado on the ground at any time with this storm if there's not already one ongoing. This is, again, a confirmed tornado as a few minutes ago. It sounds like in Point, Texas, which is just near Lone Oak, Texas, southwest of Sulphur Springs. We did have some damage reported in Point, and there was a tornado there. So we've at least had a tornado with this at one point. Still some fairly strong rotation as well. More recently, there is a tornado warning that was issued now near Gun Barrel City in Canton. Let's go back down here to the south. We have two areas of rotation, one near a bank and as well as one just north of there. So make sure you're in shelter if you're over in Canton, Texas, which is at the top right of your screen, as well as near Gun Barrel City. So a couple of areas of rotation there that we're watching very closely. We have another tornado warning that was just issued near Streetman and Eureka. This is strong rotation as well. We are seeing a lot of supercells rotating right now. This has very strong rotation near Eureka, near Highway 287. Further south, we have another tornado warning near Grosbeck. This is still ongoing, weaker rotation down there, but we have several storms rotating right now here across this tornado watch. And again, we have a tornado that is currently on the ground, it seems like still, near Sulphur Springs. I'm going to see if we have any other updates on this tornado warning as of recently. I'm not sure if we do, but let's see. Yeah, this is confirmed. This is an extremely dangerous situation, by the way. This is apparently a PDS tornado warning, I think. Or at least this is not a PDS, but this is an extremely dangerous situation. So this is not a PDS. This is close to it, though. This is an extremely dangerous situation right now near Sulphur Springs. So this is a near PDS tornado warning that we have ongoing near Sulphur Springs right now. Let me just double check if this is a PDS or not. It doesn't say PDS on the warning, but I'll double check real quick. But this is going towards Sulphur Springs. Make sure you get to your safe place immediately. Also, if you know anybody in this area, make sure that they are seeking... Okay, so this is PDS. This is a PDS tornado warning right now, currently ongoing for Sulphur Springs. So just a correction there. This is a PDS tornado warning in Sulphur Springs right now. That means you need to get to your safe place immediately. This is a potentially large and dangerous tornado on the ground near Sulphur Springs, moving off to the east. If you know anybody in this area, make sure that you're sharing this with your friends and even family if they're in this area, because this is a very dangerous situation here. Again, PDS tornado warning. This is the first ever one that I've covered that's PDS. So again, PDS tornado warning here. We have an observed tornado as well ongoing. Again, this is in Hopkins County in Sulphur Springs. So this is a PDS tornado warning. Potentially dangerous situation right now ongoing here. Thank you, Jamie, by the way, for the 200 stars. Yeah, this is a large and dangerous tornado right now moving through about to move through Sulphur Springs. The hope is that this is weekends out before it gets there, but we have very strong rotation still. That's near Interstate 30. So that's where our tornado's on the ground, right there near Interstate 30, west of Sulphur Springs. Again, PDS tornado warning. This is a particularly dangerous situation. This is on the ground right now. Again, this is just a friendly reminder. If you're currently outdoors in a mobile home or a vehicle, move into the closest substantial shelter now. Interior of your house, lowest floor possible. Again, this is a PDS tornado warning. This is a very dangerous situation. We do have a new tornado warning that just got issued on top of this, moving off to the east-northeast, going towards areas like Tura, as well as Cooper Lake, as well as the Lake Sulphur Springs area, Weaver, as well as Ridgeway, Flora, Nelta, Dyke, and Peerless, all included. Again, PDS tornado warnings ongoing for Sulphur Springs moving off to the northeast. Very dangerous storm right now going off to the northeast. And again, very dangerous situation. We're watching the storm very closely. And again, there's a tornado on the ground right now. This is still ongoing. We have a new report that just came out. There's still a tornado on the ground. So this is not lifted. Very dangerous situation in Sulphur Springs. Thank you, Glenn, for the 200 stars as well. Yes, there is a large and dangerous tornado on the ground here, and the correlation coefficient is picking up on that debris. We're somewhat far away from the radar site, but this is a large tornado on the ground near Sulphur Springs. Let's go back over to the velocities again. Yeah, this is your strong and potentially large tornado near Interstate 30 in Sulphur Springs. It is just to the west of Sulphur Springs. It should be over Sulphur Springs here within the next couple of minutes. If not, it might already be over Sulphur Springs. Again, this radar scan was a couple of minutes ago, so we'll see what happens here in the next scan. Yeah, this is a large and dangerous tornado that's on the ground right now. This just crossed over Interstate 30. Again, it's a large tornado. Still waiting to see if we get any updates on this next radar scan. Yeah, this is moving off to the northeast near Sulphur Springs. We're going to primarily stick on this storm, though, for right now. This is a strong and large tornado. That's what we know right now. Thank you, Ashley, by the way, for the 300 stars. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Again, if you're on Facebook, by the way, make sure you're sharing this with your friends and family. There might be people that live in Sulphur Springs that might not even be aware of this. Hopefully they are, but obviously make sure to share this with people so this gets out there. Again, very dangerous tornado. I don't remember the last PDS tornado warning storm that we had in Texas. I legitimately don't remember the last one. I think the last one might have been this past March. With one of the Jacksboro tornadoes. So it's been a little while. So make sure, again, that you have your friends and family aware of this. If they're near Sulphur Springs, this will continue to move off to the northeast. Areas out in front of this will also be impacted potentially by this tornado warning cell. It is pretty much rain wrapped at this point as well. So just keep that in mind here near Sulphur Springs. Latest radar update. This is your rotation. That is where your tornado, large and dangerous, is located just west-northwest of Sulphur Springs, moving towards 154 and north of Interstate 30. This is, again, a PDS tornado warning storm. Large tornado and dangerous tornadoes on the ground near Sulphur Springs, moving off to the east-northeast. We do have a live camera. Let's see if we have any new video of that. This is a visual out of Sulphur Springs right now. This is where that tornado will be located, somewhere in the background there, or somewhat kind of far away from it, but that's where the tornado would be located, would be beyond that tree line. So that is the live view right now out of Sulphur Springs. So that's what we're seeing right now with this tornado warning cell. Again, that is where your large tornado is most likely still on the ground near Sulphur Springs. Seek shelter immediately away from windows and lowest floor possible. Rain wrapped means that you will basically not be able to visually see it because there's rain all around the tornado. So those are more dangerous typically because people can't see the tornado if there is one. So it's most likely a rain wrapped tornado right now near Sulphur Springs. Back over to the reflectivity. And right now, moving off to the east. Thank you, Air, by the way. By the way, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Mesquite, McKinney, and Rowlett for the next about next hour. That's going to include areas over there in eastern Collin County and eastern Dallas County. Rockwall, not really that important. Obviously, we have a much more important tornado warning right now, but that is for 65-mile-per-hour winds. Again, this is still a PDS tornado warning that's ongoing here near Sulphur Springs. So again, make sure you're in shelter. We have a we'll get our next velocities update here in just a second. It's about to come in, so I'll have an update here for you in a moment. Yeah, this is a large tornado on the ground, so if you know anybody, you might not even know anybody over here, but if you at least have some friends or family that might live in Sulphur Springs, make sure you're sharing this with them, especially if you're on Facebook. It's a pretty dangerous situation that we're watching here unfold here near Sulphur Springs. Thank you, DK, for the $150 super chat. I really appreciate that. I'm going to focus on the tornado warning, and I'll try to get back to you on that in here in a second. I really appreciate your donation, though. That is very generous. How's Argyle looking? Argyle has already had the cold front roll through. You're good. We go over to Twitter real quick. I'm going to see if we have any photos or videos coming out of Sulphur Springs, and I'll kind of give you an idea of what it looks like there here in a second. Latest radar update just came in. This is a look near Sulphur Springs, and it looks maybe like a little bit of good news, maybe a little bit. It's still probably a tornado ongoing here near Sulphur Springs. It may be broadening out just a little bit, though. So maybe some good news long-term, but still, stay in shelter if you're in Sulphur Springs. There's probably still a tornado ongoing here. We have a video, by the way. There has been a confirmed tornado, obviously. I'm going to retweet the thing on Twitter, but there actually has been a tornado on the ground. And in Sulphur Springs, there is definitely a tornado. It's not that large, but it is a very defined, tornado that we're seeing. I'm going to kind of retweet this on Twitter. I'll probably go ahead and show it. I'll probably post it on Facebook here in a few minutes, too. Once I get that chance. But yeah, there is a Obviously been a confirmed tornado there in Sulphur Springs, and it is still ongoing. Very defined. But there's a huge wall cloud over Sulphur Springs as well. Huge wall cloud over Sulphur Springs. Thank you again, DK. I really do appreciate it. Sorry, I can't really react too much to it, but I really do appreciate your support. That's very generous of you. All right, let me post the tornado that we saw in Sulphur Springs over to Facebook. So if you want to take a look at that, you can go and check it out. See if I can find the post option here real quick on Facebook. All right, so just post that on Facebook. If you want to see the post of the tornado, it's posted there over on Facebook. So, or it should be. Maybe soon. Doesn't seem like it wants to post. I'll try to post it though if it didn't already post. Again, this is the PDS tornado warning though ongoing northwest of Sulphur Springs. Again, this is where our tornado is on the ground right now. Located right now northwest of Sulphur Springs. Our next radar update comes in here in a second, so we'll have an update for you and see what it looks like here in just a second. But it seems like we definitely still have a pretty dangerous tornado on the ground here in Sulphur Springs. Sorry, I'm trying to post this tornado photo, but for some reason it's not going through. All right, should be posted now. There we go. All right, it's posted on Facebook if you want to check it out. We have a new tornado warning that was just issued, by the way. I'm going to real quickly zoom out here for a second. New tornado warning. We have several of them going up and down the stretch. Near Canton, we have a tornado warning. We have one for Athens as well. So again, that's in our coverage area. We'll be keeping a close eye on those ones. But new tornado warnings. Make sure you're in your safe place immediately away from windows. This is where our PDS tornado warning storm is still ongoing near Sulphur Springs. Again, if you know anybody in this area, make sure you give them a call, a text, make sure they're all right. This tornado warning cell is moving quickly off to the northeast, and it is rain wrapped, so it's gonna be difficult to see if there's actually a tornado out there. So I do not recommend that you are trying to go outside and look for this thing. Make sure you're interior room of your house, lowest floor possible. Again, it looks like it may have narrowly avoided the downtown Sulphur Springs area, but obviously debris can be lofted up for miles and go miles. So make sure that you are again staying indoors and staying away from windows, especially as this tornado warning cell moves off to the northeast. Again, this is still a PDS tornado warning cell moving off to the northeast right now. Is it causing damage? I would assume that it's causing damage. It is a PDS tornado warning storm, so it was a pretty significant and strong storm as well. So yeah, this has definitely produced some damage, I would say. Hey, no problem, Margaret. No problem at all. I love covering the severe weather, but obviously this is a very dangerous situation. Hopefully, again, everybody has taken shelter there in Sulphur Springs, because that is this is a PDS tornado warning. This is, I'm pretty sure, one of the first ever tornado warnings that I've ever covered that was PDS. So it is still ongoing too. I mean, I think there's still a tornado on the ground. I don't know if we've had any recent updates of there being a tornado on the ground. I'll see if there has been any recent ones. Real quick, we'll see if there's any new updates there. Weather spotters confirmed a tornado heading for Sulphur Springs. That was a few minutes ago, though, so I'm not entirely sure if it's still on the ground or not. No new update, though, for right now, but I'll keep you posted if we have any updates. We should get one here momentarily. Obviously, this was a very strong tornado for sure, though. Probably at least an EF2 type tornado there. Again, Athens is included in a new tornado warning, so if you're in that area, make sure you're seeking shelter. We have several tornado warnings ongoing in eastern North Texas right now. So we have a brand new tornado warning in DFW, near DFW. This is going to include Rockwall County. So seek shelter immediately away from windows, lowest floor possible. There's a brand new tornado warning now for those in Caddo Mills, Greenville, Rockwall, and Heath. Again, if you're in this area, make sure you're seeking shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. And I know a lot of you guys from North Texas, watching on Facebook, there are people that are included in this warning. Make sure you're sharing this with those people as well. This is in Rockwall, Heath, Caddo Mills, Greenville, Lone Oak, and Quinlan are all included in that ongoing warning. PDS means particularly dangerous situation. That is ongoing for Sulphur Springs. This is not including the other warning. So just Sulphur Springs is under that PDS tornado warning. What that means is that there's either a large or strong tornado on the ground, and it can be potentially deadly. So that's what we're looking at with this storm. That's why it's a PDS tornado warning. Currently ongoing here. So again, brand new severe thunderstorm warning though, and that also includes southeast Collin County. So just keep that in mind. Again, that is the storm near Rose City right now, moving off to the northeast. This is the velocities on that storm. We'll go over to the velocities real quick. We're going to primarily focus on the Sulphur Springs storm until that starts to weaken out a bit. But this is the rotation back near Rose City, moving off to the northeast, going to go towards Quinlan, maybe Caddo Mills, Greenville, and Lone Oak are in the track of that new tornado warning. We also have very strong rotation back southwest of Athens, Texas. So another tornado warning there. Make sure you're away from windows, lowest floor possible. We still have 7 tornado warnings ongoing here. Almost every single one of those is in Texas. This is the latest radar scan in Sulphur Springs. Still seemingly looking like we have a strong tornado potentially on the ground north of Sulphur Springs. So stay in shelter, away from windows, lowest floor possible. The correlation coefficient is still picking up on an ongoing tornado there as well. So that's our latest update here out of this region in near Sulphur Springs right now. Thank you, DK, for another $100 super chat. That's very generous. I do appreciate it. Again, I'll have more of a reaction, but we're in the middle of like 20 tornado warnings. So, but I do appreciate it. Appreciate your support a lot. Very generous. Aubrey's done, Emily. Aubrey's done for the night. Cold front has already rolled through those areas. Again, this is a live look at everything, by the way. Just for those that are wondering where I am on the map, DFW for the most part is almost done, other than this one tornado warning that we have ongoing in southeast Collin County. On the other hand, we have several tornado warnings up and down the stretch here, including this new one that just got issued near Collin County, as well as Rockwall County. And also we've had, again, several tornado warnings ongoing here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 tornado warnings in Texas alone. Actually 6. We have one down there as well. And then we have another one back up in southeast Oklahoma. Recent report, by the way, on this PDS tornado warning, several reports of a tornado moving toward Interstate 30 near Sulphur Springs. So obviously we had a tornado there. That was, you know, granted, we've had a lot of reports of that already, but that's the latest there. Brand new tornado watch was just issued, by the way, for Arkansas through Shreveport. It does go as far south as almost Houston, Texas. Large tornado watch was just issued, though. That does include Tyler, Texas as well. This tornado watch goes until midnight tonight. Goes through a large portion of Arkansas. So new tornado watch issued out in front of all these storms if you're back out that direction. And make sure you're seeking shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. PDS tornado warning still ongoing here in Sulphur Springs. And if you're on Facebook, make sure you're sharing this around with your friends, because again, there might be people in this tornado warning that, you know, you might not even know. And again, it's better to share this more because, again, more people will be able to know. There's several tornado warnings ongoing. This is not the only one, but we're going to keep a close eye on this one for the next few minutes. We'll go back over to the other one in eastern DFW here in a second as well. We have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning issued for Paris. This is the other tornado warning cell back near Rose City, and this is in Rockwall County right now. So just east of Rockwall, we have a tornado warning. That is your rotation. It's not overly strong, but it could strengthen at any time. That'll be going towards areas like Quinlan, near Interstate 30, south of Caddo Mills right now. Again, tornado warning ongoing here, moving off to the northeast. This is still a ongoing PDS tornado warning cell north of Sulphur Springs near Tira right now, southeast of Cooper. So that is still an ongoing, very strong area of rotation. It looks like we still have a tornado on the ground there, moving off to the northeast towards Tira right now. So make sure you're in shelter north of Sulphur Springs. That is where our latest on this PDS tornado warning is. And PDS means particularly dangerous situation. DK, you're very generous. I really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it a lot. It really goes a long way. Maybe I'll get DoorDash for once. Somebody mentioned DoorDash earlier. I still haven't eaten, by the way. I've literally been live for the last like 5 hours. I've literally not eaten anything for like, I think 8 or 9 hours now. So, been so busy. Yeah, so the tornado, I've seen a lot of videos of the tornado, by the way, over in Sulphur Springs. I have another one retweeted on Twitter, so if you want to see that video, it'll be on Twitter. But I've had a lot of the videos coming out there of that tornado in Sulphur Springs, and it looked to be a fairly strong tornado. So it wasn't large, but it was definitely probably strong. Again, this is a look at all the tornado warnings that we have. We have 5 ongoing, one that's a PDS tornado warning. It's still an ongoing on-the-ground tornado near Sulphur Springs still, and then a new tornado watch just off to the east of this. So that's the latest update there. Yeah, this has become a very active afternoon, to say the least. All right, let me back over to here real quick. Let's see if we have any Facebook questions. Forney is just going to see potentially damaging winds. That'd be about it. After that, you're done for tonight. All right, let's go back over to the velocities. Next radar update's coming in actually right now, so we'll have an update on the velocities here in a second. This is, again, where your tornado is located, north of Sulphur Springs. And we'll have a new update coming out here in just a second on the where this is actually located. All right, latest update. Tornado is still seemingly probably on the ground here near Tira. So this is the latest update. It is still going off to the northeast. Tira is next in track of this. Again, PDS tornado warning storm. This means it is a strong tornado that is on the ground. I'm just pouring water. This is a strong tornado, though, north of Sulphur Springs along 154 near Tira, moving off to the northeast. I would expect a new tornado warning on this here pretty shortly with still a strong tornado on the ground here near Tira, moving off to the northeast. Back over near Rose City, again, near Rockwall County and eastern DFW region, so the eastern Metroplex. We still have a tornado warning that got issued here. This is going to go towards Caddo Mills and Lone Oak. This is the velocities, so the rotation is strongest right now near Rose City. That is going to be moving just probably along and just south of Interstate 30. So we'll be going off in that direction, and Caddo Mills kind of just south of there. That's where the tornado warning cell is likely going to go towards. So make sure you're in shelter, away from windows, lowest floor possible. That is moving off to the northeast. New tornado warning was just issued for Tira. This is not actually an observed or PDS tornado warning cell for this new warning. So just a little update there, but this is a new tornado warning. It does include areas like DePort as well as Tira, New Birthright, Passio, as well as Minter, Taylortown, Flora, Nelta, Clardy, Minton, and Cunningham, all included again in a brand new tornado warning. If you have photos, by the way, I know a few people are asking, photos you can send to me on Twitter, on Facebook, by Messenger, anywhere basically. Any of my socials I'll be able to look at for photos. So you can send photos in via Twitter, I prefer, but you can do really whatever. 1 second, I get on Facebook here real quick. All right, cool. All right, back over to here. Greenville's included in the tornado warning. Make sure you're in shelter in your safe place immediately. There's still a tornado warning ongoing there. Further to the south, we have another tornado warning back near Athens. Again, we're watching this storm kind of closely as well. This could potentially pose a threat to Athens, which is a bit more populated. That is going to most likely be some sort of rain-wrapped tornado. We still have another one near Fairfield as well, kind of southeastern portions of North Texas. We have another tornado warning back over near Canton right now. If you're in Canton, make sure you're in your safe place immediately away from windows. There's still some rotation ongoing there near Canton and south of Interstate 20. Correlation coefficient, again, not picking up on any debris right now, but again, tornado could happen at any time with that tornado warning cell. For right now, we're going to take it off the PDS tornado warning because, again, it is still PDS, but it's starting to move out of that, so we're going to go and take it back to the tornado warning graphics here, so we'll go back to that for now. Even though it's technically still PDS, we're going to put it back down to just tornado warning. Let's go back over to here. We have 9 tornado warnings, by the way, currently ongoing. A total of 9. That is the most we've ever been live for. We also have a new tornado warning that was issued over in Oklahoma, by the way. So if you're over here in Oklahoma, far south of Fort Smith, new tornado warning there. We're primarily focusing on all the warnings that we have right now in North Texas. There is a load of them still ongoing here. Yeah, it's 9 tornado warnings right now. We got a lot out here. Have any tornadoes formed? Yeah, we've had several of them already. I mean, we just had a PDS tornado warning a second ago. So, yeah, this tornado was originally on the ground. Currently, it does not seem to be on the ground anymore. So, it's the latest update on this tornado warning cell. It might be on the ground still, but it is radar indicated in the latest warning update. Again, treat it as if there's a tornado on the ground, because if it is on the ground, this could still be fairly dangerous. The velocities are still indicating fairly strong rotation here. I mean, we're still seeing very tight rotation near Tira. There possibly is still a tornado, but again, it's right now it's not confirmed. It's radar indicated purely right now. Again, that's moving off to the northeast right now. Did I post about the tornado warning at Rockwall? I don't know if I did. I need to make sure I post that real quick, just in case. Might have missed out on that by accident. Let's go back up here for now. Real quick, I'm going to post that to Facebook because I think I forgot to post that. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, make sure to hit the like button, by the way. Make sure to subscribe or follow whatever platform you're on. I would appreciate it. Again, we'll keep you up to date with the latest on the severe weather coverage here tonight. Go over to Facebook and post this real quick. Also, if you have photos or videos, feel free to tweet me on Twitter, message me on Facebook, any of those platforms. You can feel free to send that in to me. All right, posted that over to Facebook. All right, cool. By the way, this new tornado warning that we have issued here includes a population of 4,100. If you're wondering, that's going to include areas like DePort, Pattonville, Cunningham, Sulphur Bluff, Charleston, and Tira. Those are the areas included. The strongest rotation is located right now just northeast of Tira, moving off to the northeast towards DePort. So, again, this was the PDS tornado warning that we had moments ago. It is now moving off to the northeast. So, it's the latest update there. All right, let's zoom out a little bit again. Again, this is a look at all the tornado warnings that we have ongoing, just kind of figuring out where you are on the map. Here you go. Just a little zoomed out map here for just a moment. So if you need to figure out where you're at right now, this is what we're looking at. We got several tornado warnings ongoing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 tornado warnings right now ongoing in North Texas. 2 of them just expired. So the time changes Sunday. Does it really? If it actually does, that's awesome because I actually want the time to go back. I like literally think time is flying so fast. I need to make sure that time goes back 1 hour. Is Rose City in danger? Yeah, Rose City is kind of in that track right now. It does seem like the rotation, though, is now probably over you, if not just past you. Yeah, so the rotation that we have is probably going to be a little bit more to your east now. So just a little update there. Yeah, this is your rotation. Actually, this is your rotation down here, back down southeast of Rose City. So, yeah, Rose City right now, not probably going to get hit by this anymore. It's staying shelter for at least the next few minutes, but it is passing you now, so... good news there, but that's going to be just to your southeast. So Rose City is not going to get directly hit, but stay in shelter just in case. We actually had golf ball size hail reported over in Hopkins County, by the way, in Point. That was the area that we had a possible tornado as well. So that was a PDS tornado warning again. So place there. Hey, Angelica, how you doing? Welcome back. Still in Sulphur Springs? Are you in Sulphur Springs with an RV? Do you not take shelter? Yes, I mean, direct, if you're in like the downtown area of Sulphur Springs, you didn't get directly hit at least, but yeah, it seems like the tornado track was kind of over here. This is like the track of the rotation, at least, this like line. So granted, it looked like it probably just stayed west of the downtown area of Sulphur Springs, luckily. That's the latest update out of that storm. Yeah, we still got several tornado warnings here. Rockwall, you're pretty much just seeing rain and then you'll be done. The tornado warning cell is just past you now to the east. Is there a different color for the PDS tornado warning? I should probably change the color to pink, or it's already pink, never mind. I should probably change the color somehow though, because it doesn't really change much. It's going, it's going. It's been busy. I had to skip 2 college classes today to go live. Been very busy though, to say the least. It's been a very busy live stream. And again, if you're anywhere to the west of this cluster of storms here, you're done for tonight. Anywhere this direction, you are done. You're not going to see any more severe weather. You're probably already feeling a much cooler and drier air, so you're going to be done for tonight. Obviously, that's west of the cold front. All right, back near Athens real quick. This is the tornado warning back near Athens. Currently still some rotation there. It's not tight, but it is still on the moderate side of being rotation. Just west of Athens, so along 31 near Log Cabin. That is where we still have some rotation. Again, make sure you are seeking shelter away from windows and lowest floor possible if you're near Athens. That is moving off again to the northeast right now. So again, correlation coefficient is not picking up on a tornado there, but we're still watching that storm pretty closely. Back over near Canton. Let's go over to this. Rotation is still ongoing near Canton, Texas, near Interstate 20. Our rotation is moving quickly off to the north. It is north of Interstate 20 now. Near Fruitvale and Grand Saline. We'll be in the track of this in the next several minutes. This is an area that we've seen tornadoes in the past. Obviously, if you back in 2017, I think it was, we had a tornado outbreak over here. So make sure you're in a safe place immediately away from windows and lowest floor possible. That is quickly moving off to the northeast. Back over near Sulphur Springs and pretty much out of Sulphur Springs now. This is near DePort now. Tornado warning cell is still ongoing here. We'll look at the velocities real quick. We still have some rotation here. It is still strong. We could have a tornado still ongoing, but for right now, it is radar indicated. That is going to be moving towards the port over the next several minutes. So make sure you're staying in your safe place immediately. And then back over near Rose City, still an ongoing tornado warning here, moving off to the northeast. Again, if you're east of Rose City, make sure you're in shelter immediately. Caddo Mills, Greenville, Quinlan, Lone Oak, anywhere out in front of this line here. So if you're anywhere to the east now of this area, make sure you're still in shelter, away from windows and lowest floor possible. Rockwall, you're fine now. And Heath, you are also fine from this tornado warning cell. So if you're back over in Rockwall County, you're just starting to clear out now. So that's the latest out of that tornado warning cell. And just make sure you're in your safe place. If you're in front of these storms, by the way, and you've not seen them yet, make sure you have a plan in place now and not later. Don't panic last second and try to figure out what to do for, you know, a safe place or shelter wise. Make sure you have that plan in place now and not later. Yeah, it's been a very active last few hours here. No active tornadoes, not right now. We don't have any, at least confirmed. There could be one at any time though. I mean, we really very well could see a brief tornado with any of these storms, even in between radar scans. We have, again, 5 tornado warnings ongoing right now. 1, 2, 3. We got, like, literally all these warnings are different, and they all have different rotation. The one that's furthest away from the radar site, which is this one, just southeast of Paris, Texas, that one definitely could have the potential for a tornado at any time. I mean, that one could even have one ongoing right now. We just don't know. It's far away from the radar site, so it gets harder from here. But we still have several other tornado warning cells ongoing here down to the south near Athens, another one east of Terrell, and another one to the southwest of Palestine. So those areas are all kind of in the areas of tornadic supercells right now. But yeah, we did have a PDS tornado warning before in Sulphur Springs. Hey, see you later, Jelly. Appreciate you tuning in. EJ, there was a tornado near Sulphur Springs. The tornado's track, it's an approximate little area, but it was somewhere in here. I'll kind of make a bold line. It was somewhere in this area. I'm not sure. Again, the exact location is kind of to be determined. We had a lot of reports of a tornado, and there was a tornado ongoing. It was most likely a strong tornado as well, rolling through areas from about Point, Texas, which is at the bottom of the screen down here, all the way through Interstate 30, and then just north and west of Sulphur Springs. It did not make a direct impact, it seems like, to Sulphur Springs at this point. If you're in Sulphur Springs, you're clear for like the next 20 to 30 minutes. You still got another storm to deal with, though, soon. There is another area of storms that is actually tornado warned right now back near Greenville. So you're not done completely. So just make sure you're still aware. There's still more storms coming right now. So you will not be done there yet. And just a friendly reminder, by the way, we are streaming on both Facebook and YouTube. So if you're curious on why I'm answering questions that are not in one of the chats, that's because of that. Again, we are live streaming on both platforms. Little heads up there. If you're enjoying the stream, though, make sure to hit the like button. Again, I would appreciate it. Make sure to share this with your friends. Again, make sure to subscribe if you're on YouTube. And again, we'll be keeping up there with the latest on live coverage here on the severe weather that's currently ongoing. And that does continue here for the next several hours. We still got several tornado warnings across the map. We got several of them still. All these are still in North Texas. Again, none of them are into the East Texas region quite yet. It has been active, to say the least. All right, back over to here. Yes, Megan, it's just wind. Forney is just seeing wind right now. Thanks, Jelly. Appreciate it. Caddo Mill. Oh, we actually have a new tornado warning, by the way, near Longview. Let's hop over this real quick, and I'll go back over to the other one. West of Longview, we have a tornado warning for Hawkins. This is near Big Sandy. There's actually a tornado that happened here recently, back last spring. That is an ongoing tight area of rotation near Big Sandy, moving off to the north and east. There might actually be a little tornado on the ground near Hawkins. So make sure you're seeking shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. That's near Highway 80, moving off to the northeast. So again, tornado potentially on the ground, or at least a funnel cloud possibly there near Hawkins. That is a brand new tornado warning that just got issued there near Big Sandy. Back over to DFW, or near DFW, back over on the other storm near Caddo Mills. Caddo Mills is not really, I don't think, at least in the rotation. The rotation's a bit further to the south on this storm. And it doesn't seem like there's much organized rotation anymore on that storm near Greenville. But again, stay in shelter just in case. It does seem like it's weakening out a little bit. That is south of Caddo Mills, so we will watch that storm though pretty closely. Let's go back over to Athens here for a second. Sorry, 1 second. I gotta refresh the background here. It's going to refresh back in. Back over near Athens, this is a look at the tornado warning cell here. We still have some rotation here. It's been, again, it's been pretty much broad to maybe a little bit on the moderate side in terms of rotation for a while, but the rotation is now over Athens. So if you're in Athens, Texas, make sure you're seeking shelter. Get away from windows and lowest floor possible as that storm continues to move off to the north and east. For whatever reason, my roads are not appearing here. Let's try to refresh this again. I apologize. For some reason, the roads are not loading in, though. Should load in here in a second. Reports of large brick homes damaged in Lamar. Do we have any photos or videos, or at least any photos out of there? Does anybody have any photos out of the that area? Because I've heard a lot of reports out of Lamar County of damage. I just haven't seen any yet. How's Paris? Paris is just seeing winds right now. Is the tornado warning a threat to Commerce? Commerce probably will not see a tornado threat from this storm. I would say no. Again, have a plan in place just in case, because it might, end up posing maybe a tornado threat as it gets closer, but at this current time, no. How's Houston? Houston shouldn't see too much tonight, just maybe some isolated damaging winds. Yeah, we do have some photos, it looks like, of maybe some leveled homes there near Paris. I'm still trying to see. Let me go over to Facebook and see if I can look it up. Paris, Texas. We'll see if I can find any photos there. Yeah, we're seeing some really substantial damage, by the way. Really substantial damage out of Paris. Or near Paris. It looks like an EF4 type tornado, possibly. EF3 type tornado. There's some really substantial damage there. This is insane. This is something I can't even fathom. I'll try to show it. This is destructive damage. I can try to give you a little snippet. It's kind of hard to show. This is like some of the damage, though, that we're seeing out of that area. Just lots of things. I mean, that looks at least like EF3 type tornado damage there. That was west of Paris, Texas, from a tornado that happened earlier today. I'll see if I can get some more photos or videos here. But something, like, it looks like homes were just completely leveled. So, by the way, we have a new tornado warning that was just issued near Emory as well as Grand Saline. So, new tornado warning, seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. I'll try to get to some more photos and videos here in a second. But it looks like very significant damage there just west of Paris. See if I can get permission to show this more. All right. I'm gonna see if I can get permission for that. If I can, I'll go ahead and post the full video on YouTube as well as over on Facebook here pretty soon. New tornado warning was just issued for Clarksville, by the way. This is the tornado warning cell that produced a tornado over near Sulphur Springs. This is moving off to the northeast. Make sure that you are, again, seeking shelter if you're in Clarksville or Bogota as well. Those areas are included again in a new tornado warning moving off to the northeast. Seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible, interior room of your home. Again, brand new tornado warning there is ongoing. We have an observed tornado as well up in Oklahoma near Whitesboro. So again, make sure you're seeking shelter if you're up there. I'm going to primarily be focusing on North Texas weather in this. So for for right now, because there's a lot of tornado warnings still down here in North Texas. Let's go back over to the velocities. We'll go storm by storm to kind of give you an idea of where the rotation is in each of these cells. First, beginning with the one over in Greenville, this tornado warning expires in a minute. I've not seen much of any rotation recently, so I'm not too concerned about that one right now. Just make sure you're still in shelter for the next minute. Still some rotation back southwest of DePort, so stay in shelter. That's the tornado warning cell going towards Clarksville and Bogota. Back over in Hawkins, we had some rotation here near Hawkins, still possibly strong rotation. Moving off to the north, that'll go towards 154 west of Gilmer here pretty soon. More rotation ongoing near Grand Saline, so that actually looks to be a bit more on the stronger side. So make sure you're in shelter, away from windows and lowest floor possible if you're included in this ongoing area of rotation near Grand Saline. Back further to the south near Athens, we do have an ongoing tornado warning cell here. Not overly strong, but that's moving off to the north. Make sure you're in shelter, away from windows, lowest floor possible. And then back near Greenville and whatnot, again, that's the other tornado warning. But yeah, that's what we got going in terms of tornado warnings. Other ones back to expire as well near Fairfield. So again, we are currently at 11 tornado warnings. At this given moment, we have 11 tornado warnings. That is the most, again, I've ever been live for. That is a lot of tornado warnings. And boy, let me figure out where this is. Oklahoma. There's a huge correlation coefficient drop. Let's go back up. This is up in Oklahoma for those that are watching on North Texas weather. This might be a possibly a dangerous tornado as well. For whatever reason, this is freezing. 1 second. This is the storm back over west of Smithville. Apparently a large correlation coefficient drop. Man, this is getting annoying. Come on, just show me the velocities, please. Thank you. All right, this is the storm. This is very high winds. This could potentially be another strong tornado. Huge drop on the correlation coefficient. This could potentially be a large tornado up in Oklahoma now. This is a dangerous storm right now. Huge drop on the correlation coefficient up in Oklahoma. This is a tornado on the ground right now, up in Oklahoma right now. So make sure you're seeking shelter if you're in this area. Let me get some more details on here. This is a confirmed tornado near Octavia, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Locations included are Whitesboro, Muse, Big Cedar, Hanobia, I'm saying that right, hopefully, Octavia. Those areas are included. A large tornado is possibly on the ground right now. There's a lot of debris right there. This is a look at the velocities. They are very high as well. We are looking at winds estimated upwards of almost 90 miles per hour on one side of these velocities. So this could potentially be a strong and possibly large tornado here in Oklahoma. If you know anybody in Eastern Oklahoma and you're watching a North Texas Weather Center, give them a heads up. This is potentially another strong tornado on the ground. This is a confirmed tornado, by the way. This is on the ground. It just has an update on my end, but this is a confirmed on the ground tornado. This is very, very large area of debris right now flying on this storm. This is again west of Highway 259 over in Oklahoma. This is a confirmed tornado. So that's the latest update there. We have a new tornado warning as well in Wood County, Texas. That is near Melonia, just northwest of there. So seek shelter if you're in that area. We're going to focus on this storm, though. This is a huge tornado on the ground right now. Royce City's done after the rain that you're seeing. Nothing severe is going on there. Let's go back over to the radar again. That is a huge, huge area of debris, though. This is the latest velocities update as of 5:59. We got another radar update coming in about 30 to 45 seconds, so I'll give you an update on that here in just a moment. We also have a new tornado warning for Quitman, Golden, Alba, and Yantis areas in Texas, by the way. So new tornado warning there. Make sure you're in shelter, away from windows. Again, this is the other tornado warning back up here in Oklahoma. So if you're watching on North Texas Weather Center, we're looking at Oklahoma right now. This is possibly a large tornado on the ground right now. Latest radar update just came in. Let's go back over to the velocities. Here's your tornado right now on the ground. That is north of 144. Correlation coefficient still showing a pretty large area of debris right now, south of 63. So potentially another strong tornado. This is in Oklahoma specifically. This is northwest of Smithville. It's kind of in a rural area, I believe, but this is pretty large. Kind of in southeastern Oklahoma. This is kind of comparison here. So far eastern and southeastern Oklahoma is where that on-the-ground tornado is. This is, again, your debris being lifted up into the atmosphere right there, south of 63. That is insane. The winds are extremely high, too. Again, winds were being estimated upwards of 70 to 80 miles per hour, even upwards of 90 a second ago. So this could potentially be a strong tornado on the ground there, moving off to the north. That is unbelievable. This is why we had a moderate risk of severe weather and enhanced risk today. This would explain everything. We've seen so many tornado warnings, obviously, already, but this is another situation where we have a possibly large tornado on the ground, or at least possibly a strong tornado on the ground. Again, that is all debris right there, being lifted up into the atmosphere. Pretty unbelievable, though. Really windy in Rose City. Yeah, Rose City's getting that damaging windstorm right now. Just gonna see if we don't have any new updates on that tornado warning yet, but yeah, it's been insane. Yeah, this is definitely a tornado outbreak. That's without a doubt. Gilmer? Talking about back down to the south? That's several storms over here. Let's go over to the Gilmer storm. I have to go over to Shreveport to figure that out. The velocities first. Don't see any correlation coefficient drop, or yeah, I don't see a CC drop, but there's definitely strong rotation west of Gilmer as well. We could get a tornado out of this one too, over in northeast and east Texas. So that's west of Gilmer. So another storm that has some pretty strong rotation right there. Another confirmed tornado warning. Where's that at? We get a location on that? I don't, for some reason, I'm not getting a notification on that for some reason. We get the location on the next confirmed tornado, please. Thank you. For some reason, I'm not getting a notification on it. It's not updated on my end, but. Oh, the large tornado? Are we talking about that one? The one back up here? Is there a second tornado or something? Or is it just the one that we're talking about before? Yeah, here's your tornado. Again, this is a possibly large tornado on the ground in Oklahoma. Big correlation coefficient drop still here. Get some food? I can't get food. I have no time. I don't have breaks. I'm not gonna be able to get food. Another one for this. Okay, so let's go back to the warning details. I don't know if they updated it at all, but this is the tornado warning cell. This is still an ongoing confirmed tornado. It's not PDS, which is kind of surprising to me, but this is, again, a confirmed tornado on the ground south of 63. And this is the velocities. Again, this is in eastern Oklahoma right now that we're looking at, near 144 and 63. This is near Whitesboro. Still a strong, possibly large tornado on the ground there, south of 63. We've yet to see any photos or videos on that, but obviously it's kind of hard to figure out. You know, those take a bit. But south of 63, again, large tornado possibly on the ground, moving off to the northeast. Yes, Valdo, yes, you're fine. You'll bring me a gas station hot dog? Which one are you talking about? You talking about the Paradise gas station over in Denton County? I remember going to that one time. They actually had hot dogs, I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get food. I wish I could DoorDash, but DoorDash is just so expensive. I mean, it's like 20 or 25 bucks for something. Daniela, it's gonna be going on through the overnight hours, but I mean, it depends on where you are. If you're in North Texas, it's gonna wind down within the next couple of hours. So North Texas is gonna start winding down here pretty soon, but if you're in eastern North Texas, it will continue for the upcoming couple of hours. Yeah, this is up in Oklahoma, though. Again, confirmed tornado on the ground up here, moving off to the northeast. We'll watch to see what the next radar update is, because it's about to come in, and then we'll go back down to the south and look at North Texas again in a moment. Still have tornado warnings down there as well. Be irresponsible to order DoorDash right now because I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten in like 7 or 8 hours. I mean, and honestly, like getting a DoorDash order during a stream is still pretty hard, so. Still not very easy. All right, let's go back over to the live radar. Let's go back to the velocities. This is the latest radar update. We still have a CC drop back over here. Ooh, what in the world? That's not the right thing. This is still our tornado on the ground right now, south of 63 in Oklahoma. So again, moving off to the east and east-northeast. Still a tornado ongoing here. Make sure you're still in shelter, away from windows and lowest floor possible. Rockwall is done, Caleb, for the night. And make sure you're in shelter. Potentially a dangerous tornado here in Oklahoma. Well, I'll keep you updated and see if we have any other updates on that, because again, that is a very strong tornado. But we're gonna go back down to North Texas real quick, see if there's any other updates that we need to note on here. We still have several tornado warnings in North Texas. The one near Greenville is no longer tornado warned. It is a severe thunderstorm warning though, for 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-sized hail. We have other tornado warnings near areas like Quitman and Alba. Let's take a quick little glance at this storm. Still some strong rotation here near Alba, by the way. Moving off to the northeast. Correlation coefficient not indicative of a tornado on the ground, but there is strong rotation near Alba right now, moving off to the northeast. Stay in shelter if you're in Quitman, Alba, and northeast of Grand Saline. We have a tornado warning ongoing near Gilmer. We also have another one down here for another few minutes near Murchison, but I think that's going to expire. That is also down near Athens right now. So, again, that's your tornado warnings down there. We're going to stay on the tornado on the ground, though, back up in Oklahoma. Been a fairly crazy storm, to say the least, back up here. That is your rotation right now on the, again, tornadoes on the ground up here, south of 63 in Oklahoma. Screen is so blurry. I don't think it's me. I think it's you. My screen, I don't think is blurry. Wait, if anybody can double check on that. I'm pretty sure it's not blurry, right? Apparently, there's been 5 fatalities north of Paris, apparently. I can't confirm that, but Casey on Facebook says there's been 5 fatalities in Paris. Roads blocked and subdivisions are leveled. I'm pretty sure that was an EF3 plus tornado back up there in north of Paris. So, screen looks good. All right, thank you. Yeah, but by the sounds of it, that was a very strong and dangerous tornado that happened up there in Paris, in the Lamar County area. Paris, the town of Paris, really dodged a bullet there. That was a potentially very dangerous tornado. I'm not sure if if anybody has any photos or videos of that, like any damage photos, feel free to @ me, mention me on Twitter. If you're on Facebook, if you can, try to link me the post via Messenger so I can get to it after the stream. I want to be able to kind of comprise some of this stuff down and kind of post it here on Facebook, so some people can, you know, see what actually happened there, because that was an event that I tried to try my best to really get good coverage on. But by the way, this tornado warning is now down to radar indicated. It did look like the rotation did weaken there in the latest scan, so we're back down to radar indicated there. Yes, we're back on Texas. This is a look. This is an entire look at Texas. Again, here's your cold front back out here to the west, and that's not really, just give or take with the line. I didn't draw a great line. Here's your semi-discrete cells out in front of it. These are the ones that have been producing tornadoes, and then the damaging wind threat is all kind of comprised down into here along that line. So that is your look at currently across Texas. Again, a lot of tornado warnings still ongoing. We got 3, 6, about 8 tornado warnings still in North Texas, or at least in Texas. Several of them are beginning to leave North Texas, but tried to mention me on Facebook. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I think I think you, were you the one that mentioned me like 30 or 45 minutes ago? Because if you did, then I probably already saw it. I know I saw one person's mention, but I don't remember exactly. We have a new tornado warning, by the way, that's just been issued over here for Van, and this is west of Lindale. New tornado warning, so seek shelter if you're in this region. Brand new tornado warning that was just issued here for Van. A little bit of rotation here west of Adom and northwest of Brownsboro. So again, brand new tornado warning. Moving off to the northeast, so we got another tornado warning there. Again, several of them still ongoing here across Texas. Hey, Desney, did you take those photos? I don't know if you're on one of my streams, but did you take those photos on the ones you posted on Discord? Oh, won't let me mention you. Can you link me the post by chance on Facebook Messenger? Do you mind doing that? I would appreciate it, because I'm trying to, I'll probably have to look after the stream too, but I don't think there's another confirmed tornado. There was one, but I'm pretty sure this went back to radar indicated, right? Yeah, it's back down to radar indicated on the one down south of Fort Smith. So I'll keep a close eye on it, but that one's now back down to radar indicated. Random. You're good. Yeah, that one was on the ground there for a few minutes. That was possibly a strong tornado too. That was on the ground there for a few minutes. Let's see if we can get any stuff out of Paris here real quick. Yeah, there's been some substantial damage, by the way, to Paris. Really substantial damage. I mean, there's houses like completely leveled in Paris. Again, I will be making a little post on Facebook tonight of all this damage, but yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of the photos right now. There was absolutely leveled homes there. It's very unfortunate. Yeah, Paris got absolutely, damaged, and I'll be retweeting some of that stuff on Twitter, but yeah, not something you want to see. Not something you want to see. Yeah, that tornado was pretty big. It definitely looked big. I have only seen one photo of it, and it looked pretty, large. It's a bit distant, though. Sherman's done. Sherman's done for the night. Dakota, you have already seen the cold front. You are done. Try to see if I can get any photos on here that I can actually show. Yeah, we've seen a lot of damage there. It's unbelievable. I will keep you posted, though, with what photos we do get, and I'll put them on Facebook here tonight. But yeah, unbelievable what we saw out of there. All right, back to the live stream here. One near Paris. Not the one east of Paris, over near Clarksville. It's kind of far away from the radar site, so it's hard to tell. I mean, this one's been rotating like this for a while. I don't know if it's really it's rotating that much anymore. It might be. It's far away from the radar site, so it's difficult to tell. But west of Clarksville, possibility for a tornado still does exist. It does seem a bit weaker, though, than before. From earlier, at least. So, still some strong rotation back near Quitman, by the way. So, again, make sure you're in shelter if you're in Quitman. Yantis as well, all included in that tornado warning. Back near Gilmer... Apologize. Back over near Gilmer, we still have a tornado warning here. Strong rotation, it looks like, as well. West of Gilmer. Correlation coefficient is not really definitive of a tornado, it looks like right now, but still fairly strong rotation here as well. So that'll be moving off again to the north and northeast here over the next little while. Is Gilmer okay? Yeah, it's just west of Gilmer, but make sure, again, try to stay away from windows at least, because this is a... Still, it's going to probably stay to your west, but... I don't know if it'll be an EF4 tornado. It would probably at least be an EF3, though, that one over in Paris. From what I'm at least seen so far. Seems like probably on the EF3 type tornado there. That probably happened and unfolded. There's no long-range tornado on the ground, by the way, in Sulphur Springs. I have to fix the title on Facebook, but... There was originally one. Rose City's also done. For a little update. Definitely a tornado outbreak. Yeah, this is easily a tornado outbreak, what we've seen today. Coda, I literally just said that there's nothing in Sherman, Texas. Sherman is done. Cold front has moved through. We're good. Good for the rest of the night. Rose City is also about to be done. It's just rain right now. I wouldn't expect a Haven. No, I wouldn't expect anything more tonight. Other than just maybe a little bit of rain, I think it's a pretty low risk. There isn't a whole lot down there right now, so I think you'll be all right. Stay on the Gilmer cell here for right now. We'll keep an eye on the other ones. Still looking through some of these photos, but... I didn't really speculate earlier today. I just knew that this was going to be delayed. I went live really early. I felt like I should have went live like a couple hours later, because I really went live when like nothing was happening. There's only like one tornado warning. We have a confirmed tornado, by the way, on the ground in River County, Texas. This is an ongoing confirmed tornado in River County, observed in Clarksville. So again, tornado on the ground up here to the north. Again, this is a tornado on the ground up in Clarksville, Texas. And here's your tornado, by the way. It's on the ground right here. This is a confirmed tornado near 37. Again, tornado on the ground right there. As just southwest of Clarksville in Texas. Again, this is in, let me just see if we can get an idea on the, this is a law enforcement confirmed tornado, by the way. But this is near Bagwell, 7 miles to the west of Clarksville, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So Clarksville, get into your safe place immediately. This is, again, a new confirmed tornado that's on the ground. Up in River County, Texas. Seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible if you were included in this warning. But yeah, post this on Facebook real quick. I'm not entirely sure if this is even my coverage area, but I'm going to post it just in case. I can't remember. How can I not remember my own coverage area? I do not know. But again, confirmed tornado on the ground just to the west of Clarksville. Make sure you're in shelter. Second. This is in Red River County, Texas. I keep getting messages. I've gotten a lot of messages. After the stream, I'm gonna have like at least 100 messages on Facebook to get to, because I literally have not looked at them all today. All right, back over to Facebook here. Ennis is done for the night, by the way. Ennis is done. Yes, this is an on-the-ground tornado, by the way. Let's go back over to the correlation coefficient. This is the tornado that's on the ground. This correlation coefficient drop right there, the blues and the greens, represent your tornado. I don't know why I hear music blasting, but this is, again, west of Clarksville. That is where our ongoing tornado is. This is the latest update, still on the ground, south of Highway 82, moving off to the northeast. So near Clarksville right now is another tornado on the ground right now. Make sure you're seeking shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. There's been upwards of 6 tornadoes at least that have been confirmed today. I think there's been more than that, though. There's been a lot. A lot of tornadoes today. By the way, friendly reminder, if you're on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button, like the video. I would appreciate it. We do severe weather live coverage all the time. Also, make sure to hit the like button if you're new here on either YouTube or Facebook. We'll keep you updated with the latest. Also, if you have any photos or videos, I keep getting this question a lot. Just send them in to me by Facebook Messenger, on Twitter. All the links are down in the description below. Or you can, again, you know, I don't know. Those are the main ways. You can also email me if you want, if you have my email. I have a few emails out there. Yeah, we have a photo coming out of the tornado warning cell in Clarksville. I'm going to see if I can show this. I don't think I can. Yeah, we can't. But I'll go and retweet it on Twitter, so if you want to check that out. This is the storm right now that has a tornado on the ground. Again, this is a confirmed tornado west of Clarksville. Still on the ground. Moving off right now to the northeast. So that is an ongoing tornado. So yeah, there's been a lot of tornadoes today. That's unbelievable what we've actually seen unfold. Again, a lot of it's come in the last 2 hours, so. Actually a video, very cool video. I'm going to retweet this on Twitter too, of the tornado developing in Sulphur Springs. There's actually somebody that literally recorded a video of the tornado just developing. That is insane how it just develops. Wow. Let's see if I can actually find this on Facebook and use it. Let's see. Not sure if I can, but I'm going to figure it out if I can. Yeah, we had a pretty crazy thing there. Let's see if I can find this. One moment, please. I retweeted on Twitter, by the way, if you want to check it out. But there was again, that was over in Sulphur Springs. We had a video that shows the formation of that storm develop. That tornado develop over in Sulphur Springs. Yeah, there is a video, so I will post that when I get the chance. All right. Sorry about that. There's a lot of stuff ongoing. All right, back over to the tornado warning cell west of Clarksville. Again, this is an ongoing tornado on the ground right now west of Clarksville, most likely still on the ground. This was confirmed by law enforcement in the area. It still has a correlation coefficient drop west of Clarksville. It should just avoid the downtown area, but stay in shelter if you're there. There's also hail ongoing there. Northwest of Clarksville. We also have a new tornado warning that just got issued for those north of Gilmer. This is for near Mount Pleasant, Naples, Dangerfield, as well as Pittsburgh. All included in this brand new tornado warning. Make sure you're seeking shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible if you are included in this tornado warn cell. And this is a definitely been a storm that's been rotating here for a while tonight. This is northwest of Gilmer. We still have some pretty strong rotation as well, moving off to the north. So again, make sure you seek shelter away from windows and lowest floor possible. Holy moly, I'm gonna have so much to catch up on tonight. Literally so much. A small cell by Crockett, south of Tyler. Let me go over to the live radar feed here. There's a couple of little cells here. I'll watch them. We'll watch them closely. It's definitely a lot of cells out there, though. All right, I got permission to get that video. This is a look at the video of the tornado evolving in Sulphur Springs. Just a real quick. I'm going to kind of zoom by it a little bit. I'll post this on Facebook tonight, but you can just see how it evolves here in Sulphur Springs. It eventually picks up debris here. See the debris being picked up. It eventually turns into a tornado. So that was what happened in Sulphur Springs tonight. That's actually insane. Look how quick that's moving too. Look at that tornado. That was huge. That was the strong, and that was the PDS tornado warning storm that we had earlier tonight. So that will be going up here in a second. I'm going to try to do that as fast as possible here. That was the tornado that we had confirmed there out of Sulphur Springs. And I'll probably be uploading it to my second channel as well for a short, YouTube Shorts. Yeah, it'll be posted a few times, so you guys will be able to see it. I'm just going to try to post the entire video here in a second. Let's post it to Facebook, and then we'll do it on TikTok and whatnot. Again, tornado warning still ongoing here near Dangerfield and Pittsburgh. We're watching the storm closely. I'm trying to post this real quick, and then we'll get back to it. I do apologize again. There's a lot of stuff that I have to catch up on tonight. But yeah, again, this is currently ongoing. Let's go back over to the velocities real quick. We're kind of intermingling each thing here. But back over near 271, we have very strong rotation, very tight rotation. Let's look at the correlation coefficient. And not showing any tight, there's not any drop on the correlation coefficient, but we could see a tornado at any time with this storm as it continues to track up to the north and east. So again, make sure that you are staying away from windows, lowest floor possible. I don't remember who this person was. Okay. All right, that's gonna be posted on Facebook first. I'll post it on other platforms later. I literally don't have time for it. I've been doing so much stuff. Multitasking at its finest. Kaufman County, by the way, is fine for tonight. Thanks for messaging me. You don't have to message me on Twitter for a question. Just put it in the chat. I'll try to get to it. I'm trying to get to questions here, but yeah, we have significant damage, by the way, out of Paris still. Again, a lot of photos and videos out of there. I'm retweeting that on Twitter too. It is completely wrecked in that area, though. It looks like an EF4 type tornado, at least, if not maybe. I don't know if I don't think it was an EF5, but it was probably at least an EF3 or EF4 tornado that happened there in Paris. It is unbelievable what we're seeing out of there. Unbelievable what we saw out of Paris. I retweeted on Twitter if you want to see the video. All right, back to the chat here. Any storms near Indiana or Ohio? I don't think so. I think they're fine over there. You'll be fine. Hugo? Yeah, Hugo should be fine. Yeah, you're definitely fine over in Hugo. Yeah, you're done for tonight. All right, once these storms leave North Texas, in about, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, I'll probably end the live stream. I'm so hungry, it's not even funny, so I gotta get food at some point, but I might go live again, we'll see. I got a lot of stuff to post on Facebook and stuff, so I'll be doing posts on Facebook here pretty soon, and kind of getting back on that sort of stuff, but yeah, again, there's a lot of people live streaming this live coverage, so you'll be able to find somebody that's covering it, but I'll be live here for a little bit. Still covering a few of these storms here, but I do apologize. I've been, again, I'm so hungry, it's not even funny. I should have prepared a little bit better, but I'll be live here at least for the next few minutes. Why are there so many tornadoes? All the ingredients are coming together. I mean, we have very strong shear, low-level jets, very strong as well. Just all the ingredients have come together for this event. So, I mean, this is easily one of the, probably the worst outbreak I think I've covered, actually. One of the worst. I think the tornado outbreak that we had back in March was probably worse, but that's definitely pretty crazy. New tornado warning was just issued for Fannin County and Lamar counties. Brand new tornado warning near Paris, Texas. Man, we are still not done yet. Over in Paris, just south of Paris, there's a brand new tornado warning. Seek shelter immediately away from windows, lowest floor possible. This is, again, another tornado warning that was just issued for those near southeast of Paris, Texas. I gotta post this on Facebook, too. And the amount of posts I have on Facebook is actually insane. I have posted way too many times. But over here in Paris, Texas, just southeast of or southwest, excuse me, of Paris, Texas, there is a new tornado warning here. So seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible, interior room of your house. So again, a brand new tornado warning. I'll go to the velocities here in just a second. This is near Cooper, by the way. All right, posted that one as well. All right, so new tornado warning again for this area. Seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. There was a violent tornado, and possibly massive tornado, by the way, west of Clarksville. A large one, too. That is huge. I don't think I can, I don't know if I can show this. This is another situation, though. There was a possibly huge tornado there west of Clarksville. This is the photo. I'll show it for like 2 seconds, but that was literally the tornado that we saw possibly over there in Clarksville. So yeah, there was a possibly huge tornado in Clarksville from earlier. This is the cell now. It's no longer tornado warned, or it is tornado warned, but it's no longer a tornado observed tornado storm. So there's possibly a large tornado there over in Clarksville. Again, we'll have a lot of posts on this tonight, but unbelievable. This has been non-stop tornadic action here for the last 3 hours. So wow. All right, let's go to the velocities on this storm, and let's see what we're looking at here near Cooper. I'm not seeing anything that strong, but there might be a little bit of rotation, possibly. This is a tornado warning, though. I'm not seeing a whole lot of rotation on here. Possibly near Cooper, I'd say, is where that rotation is. Let's go back over to Tyler. There's a tornado warning for Tyler, Texas, by the way, that has just been issued. This is going for those in Tyler and Winona, so seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. This is a strong area of rotation as well near Tyler, Texas. They just do not end at all. This is in Tyler, Texas. Again, tornado warning cell here in Tyler. I got to post this one too. My Facebook feed is absolutely spammed with different tornado warnings. We have literally had non-stop tornado warnings. But Tyler, Texas, again, seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible if you're in Tyler. This is another situation where we have a potentially a possibility for a tornado at any time with that cell, with strong rotation as well on that cell. Man, unbelievable. Pittsburgh, yeah, that storm over near Pittsburgh had some strong rotation. It has had strong rotation for a while now. This is a look at the velocities. It's been strong. It has not, I don't think, produced at least a drop on the correlation coefficient. Maybe a small one. It actually has a little small one possibly there. Oh, that's the hole. Never mind. So yeah, there has been a strong rotation on this cell for a while. No confirmation of anything, though, in terms of a tornado yet. But there has been strong rotation for a long time with this cell near Pittsburgh as well. So yeah, it's been going here for a long time. All these cells have been rotating for a really long amount of time as well. So Been very active here across Texas. Holy moly. All right, let's go back over to Facebook real quick. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we have a lot of posts on Facebook. I need to make sure I got everything down here. So, all right, cool. All right. Go back to the chat here real quick, see if there's any questions. Sorry, I apologize for not really answering any questions, by the way, for the Facebook chat. I've been kind of focused on a lot of stuff here. All right, let's go back up to, let's real quickly go to the other tornado warning storm back over in the Commerce area near Cooper. This is a look at the velocities. Again, our rotation is most likely going to be here near Cooper. So if you're over in Cooper, that's where the rotation is. It's not that strong, but it's probably, if there were to be a tornado, it'd be located most likely somewhere around there just north of Cooper. So just make sure you're in shelter away from windows and lowest floor possible. Cooper, Roxton, south of Paris. Get to your safe place immediately, away from windows and lowest floor possible. Yeah, we got several tornado warnings still ongoing here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 tornado warnings in Texas. We got 2 back up in Oklahoma and as well as Arkansas. So still got several tornado warnings ongoing here across the all 3 states. So it's been incredibly active. I just showed Paris a second ago, so hopefully you saw it. Liberty, Texas, we also had a tornado there. Where's Liberty, Texas? Let me figure that out real quick. There was a tornado in Liberty, Texas as well. I'm not sure if that's correct. Liberty, Texas, down in Houston. I don't think we saw a tornado that far south. I could be wrong, though. Hey, thank you, AFW, for becoming a 2-month tornado chaser member. I appreciate it. 9 warnings. We are actually sitting, yeah, we're sitting at 9 tornado warnings right now. So, yeah, there's been a lot. We're at the 1051. We're at. Rate my hairline 1 to 10. Oh, it's like definitely a 10. I don't even know. I don't really care. I'm looking like side to side, so it might look weird. I'm looking at a different monitor right now. Clarksville, yeah, Clarksville did have a tornado. I don't know if it, oh, actually, it's back on the ground. Confirmed tornado again on the ground near Clarksville. And also hen egg-sized hail. We have a tornado on the ground again over near Clarksville. This is the tornado that's on the ground, it looks like. It's right there. Tornado is back on the ground in Clarksville. So again, seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. This is an ongoing tornado that's now moving into Oklahoma here pretty shortly. This is your tornado. It is a possibly large tornado again in Clarksville. This is observed. It's going into McCurtain County, Oklahoma. Another potentially large tornado is on the ground. This is a, I believe, a PDS, if I'm not mistaken. This is a PDS tornado warning that we're under here. PDS tornado warning is back on this storm here, moving into McCurtain County, Oklahoma. Again, seek shelter away from windows and lowest floor possible if you're included in this tornado warning. Again, near the Red River County. All right, posting this on Facebook real quick. Again, this is a large and dangerous tornado right now. Moving towards areas in McCurtain County. I'm going to put a timeline on this here in just a second. Again, another large tornado though on the ground. Let's go over to the correlation coefficient. This is a look at the debris that we're seeing on radar. That is east of 37. A lot of debris being lifted up into the atmosphere right now near 37, moving off to the northeast. So again, make sure you're in shelter away from windows and lowest floor possible. This is again another PDS tornado warning. Most likely a wedge tornado. We also have another observed tornado back up in LaFleur County, Oklahoma, and Sebastian County, Arkansas. So another tornado was just confirmed up there. So again, large and dangerous tornadoes on the ground right now. And there's also another PDS tornado warning back up in Oklahoma. So let's go back up there real quick. We have another PDS tornado warning. I'm going to show you this one real quick as well. This is going to be near Hartford in Midland going into Arkansas. Tornado is going to be located. Let's get the velocities on here. I believe it's the one near, yeah, it's this one. PDS tornado warning on this storm as well near Heavener, near Howie as well. This is another large tornado and dangerous tornado on the ground up in eastern Oklahoma. That is your debris right there on radar. So another tornado on the ground, very defined here. Again, seek shelter immediately away from windows, lowest floor possible. We have now 2 PDS tornado warnings ongoing, one up here in eastern Oklahoma. We also got one back over in North Texas that's about to cross over into Oklahoma. So dangerous situation without a doubt right now, currently ongoing in both states. And this is a PDS tornado warning. We got 2 of them right now ongoing. Back down here to the other one. Let's get back on the radar site that is over. Let's go back to the Shreveport one. This is an ongoing PDS tornado warning cell as well. This is your debris being lifted up into the atmosphere right here near 37, moving off to the northeast. So again, seek shelter away from windows, the lowest floor possible. We have 2 PDS tornado warnings currently ongoing. One again back up in eastern Oklahoma. This is the other one north of Clarksville. That's moving currently off to the northeast. So this one's right now in Texas, about to move into Oklahoma. This is definitely another, obviously, particularly dangerous situation. Unbelievable what we've seen today. Literally unbelievable. So many tornadoes. I mean, a lot of them being strong. And again, this is what was concerning today, you know, in terms of the outlook. It's been pretty unreal, at least. Let me get back to the live stream here. Oh, wrong one. Back to that one. Cooper does not have any rotation there right now, so you're good. Zoom back out here a little bit. This is a live look again. We have several tornado warnings ongoing right now. We are currently at 10 tornado warnings, just for reference. 10 tornado warnings. Again, 2 of them are PDS. Let's go back over to the other one in eastern Oklahoma real quick. This is the other tornado that's on the ground right now in eastern Oklahoma. Let's go back to the correlation coefficient. Again, this is your tornado on the ground. Just moved off from the screen. There you go. That is your tornado on the ground still, currently moving northeast near Hanover, Oklahoma. So again, seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. Radar's refreshing real quick, by the way, so I'll be back up here in a second. That is your tornado, though, on the ground. That is potentially it's again a PDS tornado warning up here as well. So we have 2 PDS tornado warnings ongoing. This is the other one, potentially large and dangerous tornadoes on the ground here, moving off to the northeast. Again, seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible if you're in this tornado warning. There's also major tornado damage in Clarksville, Texas, by the way. Reed Timmer's actually just reporting that there is a lot of tornado damage in Clarksville, Texas. That's the other PDS tornado warning that we currently have ongoing. So again, seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible if you're in any of these warnings that are currently ongoing. Hartford, Midland, and Mansfield will be in the track of this one here pretty soon. This is our other PDS tornado warning cell that is still on the ground, I'm pretty sure, about to cross over into Oklahoma. Let's go back to the correlation coefficient. Yeah, here's your tornado back near Clarksville. This was a few minutes ago. This is the latest scan. That is your large tornado on the ground still, east of 37. It's another large tornado, though, on the ground. Unbelievable. Literally unbelievable. Yes, there was a tornado in Paris earlier. There's no longer a tornado. I'm pretty sure there's... Let's go back over there real quick. There's still a tornado warning down south of Paris. We'll take a really quick look at that one. I'm not really... Again, we have so many tornado warnings ongoing. Let's go to this one real quick. We'll look at the velocities. This is south of Paris, by the way, this storm. I'm not seeing anything too crazy. It looks to be pretty much just a... I don't see a whole lot of rotation there, but we'll keep posted if anything does change there. Let's go back over to here and go to the PDS tornado warning storm. And here's the debris being lifted up into the atmosphere. The tornado that's on the ground is about to get pretty close to Idabel, if I'm saying the name right. Hathworth was also going to be in the track of this here pretty soon, going towards Highway 259. So if you're in the path of this, get into your safe place immediately. This is a large and destructive tornado that's on the ground, and it looks like we've had EF3 plus damage from this already over in Clarksville from the same exact tornado. So another dangerous tornado right now on the ground. And moving off to the northeast. We're at 11 tornado warnings right now as well. Let's go ahead and zoom back out a little bit here. Yeah, that's our tornado right there. And just for perspective, again, we have several tornado warnings ongoing. Literally almost all of them are in Texas right now. The one that has a large tornado on the ground is in Texas. It is likely already crossed over into Oklahoma. It is most likely going to be hitting Idabel here within the next couple of minutes. Again, large and destructive tornado on the ground. This is a PDS tornado warning. Moving off to the northeast. Seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. And if you know anybody in this area, make sure you're sharing this with them as well. Give them a call, give them a text, whatever you got to do to make sure they're safe. But yeah, this is, again, a large tornado right now. Jackson, if I have a chance, I'll try to get to it. We have a lot of tornado. We have 2 PDS tornado warnings, so that's my main focus right now. I'll try if I can. Let's go over to the latest scan. Next scan's coming in here in just a moment, by the way, so we'll have that update here in a moment. The latest radar update should be here in just a second for this storm right now, south and southwest of Idabel. Unbelievable, though. It's been such a significant event. Yeah, debris is being lifted up pretty high on this one. I'm pretty sure this, again, this is probably a very strong tornado that's on the ground near Idabel. Very strong tornado. All right, latest radar scan should be coming in here in just a second. Just waiting for it here. It's, again, where your debris is right now. It's probably near Idabel now, in Oklahoma. Probably pretty close to it. Yeah, this is the latest radar scan. So, again, debris is still being lifted up into the atmosphere just west of Highway 259. Southwest of Idabel. That is where our debris is now, right now, being lifted up into the atmosphere. And again, large tornado right now moving toward Idabel. This is where that tornado is. Again, that green and blue that you're seeing on your screen, that is a tornado moving toward Idabel. That is the debris being lifted up into the atmosphere. Again, unbelievable what we're seeing here. Large tornado on the ground, though, here. Right now, southwest of Idabel. Let me real quickly go to the other tornado warning, just to give you a quick update on the PDS tornado warning. There's 2 of them. Another PDS tornado warning south of 83 near Heavener and Hartford. Still seems like we have a large tornado on the ground here as well. This is your large tornado. Latest update showing right there south of 83. Very strong velocities as well. Right there. That is another tornado right now on the ground in eastern Oklahoma. So again, seek shelter. If you're in Hartford, that tornado is going to be in the track for you here pretty soon. Another large tornado is on the ground in eastern Oklahoma. That is, again, very strong inflow as well on the southern end there. So again, make sure oh man, this is a catastrophic warning. This is potentially an EF 4 or 5 type tornado. I don't know why my box is flashing so much, but this is now a catastrophic tornado warning. This is your tornado near east of 37. Let me see what the details are. I've actually never seen one of these on my end before. Yeah, this is a particularly dangerous situation. A deadly tornado is currently ongoing. A large and destructive tornado is on the ground right now, going toward Idabel in Oklahoma. Again, seek shelter. Make sure you're sharing this with people because, again, there's a lot of people in the track of this type of tornado. Again, catastrophic tornado warning right now ongoing. This is very dramatic, I would say, but obviously this is a very dangerous situation. A deadly tornado warning is currently ongoing here, heading off to the northeast. Again, seek shelter. Cannot urge it enough. It's moving toward Idabel right now. This is, again, where your tornado is located. It's about to be going towards Idabel in the next several minutes. It's a catastrophic tornado warning. Again, PDS. Deadly tornado moving toward Idabel right now. All right, just posting that on Facebook real quick. But again, this is a ongoing catastrophic tornado warning. I've never actually seen this before, but this is going towards Idabel right now. It does seem like on the latest scan, by the way, the correlation coefficient is not nearly as strong, but this is the look at the velocities right now, and there is still very tight rotation right now moving towards Idabel. So again, if you're in this warning, seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. Again, this is a catastrophic tornado warning. Again, never seen a warning like this on this software before, so it's kind of dramatic. But again, deadly tornado moving off to the northeast. I know there's been a few fatalities, not from this tornado, but a different one that was similar to this, possibly a little bit weaker. This is again a tornado emergency. Tornado emergency has been issued here for southeastern Oklahoma. This will be eventually heading towards areas like Eagletown, Broken Bow, Idabel, Goodwater, Howarth, as well as Garvin. Again, ongoing tornado emergency. This could potentially be an EF5 tornado that we're witnessing here live. It's definitely possible. This is, again, a tornado emergency that has been issued for Idabel. All right. Man, this is unbelievable. Again, large tornado on the ground. This is potentially an EF4, EF5 type tornado. This is, again, a tornado emergency right now ongoing in southeast Oklahoma. Idabel, Broken Bow, Eagletown, Goodwater, Howarth, Harris, all included in this ongoing tornado emergency. Correlation coefficient, again, this is a look at it for right now. Again, debris still being lifted up into the atmosphere, currently south of Idabel. Latest radar update just came in. It's about to be over Idabel. The debris is still being lifted up in the atmosphere right now south of Idabel. It is about to move into that area. Again, unbelievable what we're seeing here. This is on the ground near Idabel. You know anybody in this area, hopefully you've given them a call or text, because again, this is a tornado emergency. This might definitely not impossible if this is an EF5 type tornado. I mean, this is huge in terms of velocities. The winds are very high. We're not even that close to a radar site, and it's that strong. I mean, the winds on velocities are still upwards of 80 miles per hour. It's obviously a lot higher than that here, and the correlation coefficient is still showing a very deep drop here in terms of debris being lifted up into the atmosphere near Idabel. So again, if you're in this area, make sure you're seeking shelter. And Broken Bow, Howarth, you're next in track. You should be getting to your safe place right now. Do not wait if you're in this tornado warning. You should already be in your safe place. Again, this is a tornado emergency that has been issued for southeast Oklahoma. This is the correlation coefficient dropper right now. This is an EF5 possible tornado. You might be witnessing an EF5 tornado right now. Definitely not out of the question right now. This is the latest radar update. I'm going to kind of zoom in a little bit on this. Again, debris is being lifted up over Idabel right now. Let's go back over to the the velocities. This is a look at the reflectivity over Idabel. This is the velocities right now over this is like southwest of Idabel. It's about to be going over Idabel. It should be already over it. Next radar scan will show that. But this is a very, very large and deadly tornado on the ground right now. Still waiting for the next velocities update. For some reason, it hasn't updated on here. This is moving off to the northeast here pretty quickly. Go over to the correlation coefficient again. That's where the tornado is located most likely right now. It's probably in southwestern portions of Idabel, moving off to the northeast. Yeah, again, this is There's another tornado that's been confirmed over in Pittsburgh, in Bowie County, Texas. We have another confirmed tornado. Again, that's a catastrophic tornado warning. We have another tornado that has just been confirmed over here. Right now on the ground, northwest of Dangerfield, going towards Omaha and Naples, Naples as well, towns-wise, over in Texas. So another tornado is on the ground, moving off to the northwest towards Naples. Again, another tornado on the ground currently. This is our PDS. This is our tornado emergency, though, right now near Idabel, moving off to the northeast. So again, make sure you're in shelter. This is unbelievable what we're seeing right now. So again, tornado emergency, and we also have another confirmed tornado down to the southwest. We have a PDS tornado warning still ongoing up there as well. This is a PDS tornado warning actually right now ongoing near Dangerfield and Omaha. We have two PDS tornado warnings. We have one tornado emergency ongoing. Yeah, a lot of stuff is ongoing right now, but this is our PDS tornado warning. The other two right now are confirmed and on the ground, and PDS. This is, excuse me, this is our tornado emergency. Other two are PDS. So a lot is ongoing right now. If I can go back to here. We have another observed tornado as well in Texas. We have now a fourth tornado on the ground right now. So there's 4 tornadoes that are on the ground right now. There's one near Gilmer that is currently on the ground as well. So this is again another tornado that has been confirmed and on the ground. PDS tornado warning ongoing, going towards Naples right now. So again, seek shelter if you're in Naples, Marietta, anywhere out in front of this. Areas like Mudd and New Boston will be in the track of this. This is our tornado emergency that's ongoing back up in Oklahoma. Latest scan, let's go over to the velocities. They've not updated here for a minute. I'm going to go refresh this real quick. This is the tornado emergency though in Oklahoma. Try to see if I can get this radar to refresh real quick. Radar actually, for some reason, is not updating. Oh, there we go. All right, this is the latest on the velocities. They are very all over the place right now, but the tornado is likely over Idabel right now in terms of that tornado emergency. So again, this is where our tornadoes right now on the ground. We have 2 other tornadoes that are ongoing that are PDS. We also have another tornado on the ground in Texas. We have 4 tornadoes on the ground right now. Again, PDS is particularly dangerous situation. I would say it over and over, but it's how much I'm talking right now. I can't really say the whole word. Yes, this is a violent tornado, by the way, a huge tornado on the ground. This is not something that's small, by the way. This is probably at least a mile wide. I mean, this is huge. I'm gonna retweet it on Twitter. I'm gonna try to see if I can at least post this over on Facebook, but yeah, that's a large tornado that just rolled through near Clarksville. It was huge. Let's go over to here and put it back on reflectivity right now. I'll put it actually back on correlation coefficient. We'll do that. This is back to the correlation coefficient. Again, it still seems like there is a tornado on the ground near Idabel. This is, again, a tornado emergency. Back down here near Dangerfield, we have a tornado on the ground over here that's moving off to the northeast towards Naples. So, again, that is our couple of tornadoes that we have on the ground. We have another one back near Gilmer as well that is currently ongoing back down here. Gilmer, just southwest of Gilmer, there's another tornado on the ground. So, again, there are several tornadoes on the ground here. Just a live look at all the different warnings. This is our tornado emergency. Got a PDS tornado warning back up in western Arkansas. Got another one in northeast Texas and another one in northeast Texas. Those are 4 tornadoes that are currently ongoing. I'm trying to get this radar to refresh. There we go. And this is the tornado on the ground. It has now rolled through Idabel, by the way. So it has now probably caused its damage to Idabel, and it might still be doing that in the town there of Idabel, moving off to the northeast. This is probably an EF4, EF5 type tornado, by the way. It was very, very large by the looks of it. And this is moving off to the northeast. Large tornado on the ground. Back down here, we have another radar update. Tornado is still on the ground. This is a PDS tornado warned cell south and southwest of Naples and south of Omaha. So again, seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. It is again moving off to the northeast fairly quickly. So if you're in Naples or Omaha, get into your safe place. Marietta as well. You should be getting to your safe place immediately. Again, another tornado on the ground right now near Naples. Let me go back over to the live reflectivity here. So yeah, again, this is a look at the tornado warned cell. This is another PDS tornado warning. Yeah, I post this real quick on Facebook. I posted a lot on Facebook today, but these are obviously necessary emergencies here. All right, let's go back up to the tornado emergency again. We're going to put it back on the correlation coefficient. This is, again, the debris being lifted up into the atmosphere right now in this the tornado emergency near Idabel. So again, seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. This is unbelievable, though. Again, this is on the ground. Potentially still very large as well. It has been large here for a while. If you know anybody in any of these tornado warnings, there's a lot of them ongoing. There are like 4 different ones that are on the ground right now. Again, just make sure you give them a call or text. Make sure they're in their safe place because, again, this is very dangerous. All right. Posted that on Facebook as well. All right, latest update on this tornado warning. Still a large tornado, most likely on the ground. There is still a big drop on the correlation coefficient. Again, this is a tornado emergency. That'll be going towards areas like Broken Bow over the next little while. So again, seek shelter away from windows, low as far possible. Broken Bow will be kind of in the track of this, and even if it does not hit you, you should still be in shelter regardless, in the lowest floor possible, interior room of your house. Again, away from windows. That's what you got to do if you're in Broken Bow. This is going to go towards Highway 70, north of Haworth. That area, it's going to be just north of there, moving off to the northeast. That is the track. Again, a large tornado is right now on the ground. And this is possibly, again, an EF4, EF5 type tornado. So just kind of heads up right now. This is possibly a very large tornado. But again, there's been some, we've already seen damage from this. It looks like a lot of things are leveled in terms of homes and whatnot. So this is obviously a very dangerous situation without a doubt. That's currently ongoing here in Oklahoma. Again, this is just, this began in Texas, over in Clarksville, Texas. This has been on the ground for approximately 15-ish minutes, and it's still ongoing, moving to the northeast. So let me turn off my notifications real quick, because this is going to just spam it a lot. Let's turn off the YouTube alerts. There we go. No, it's not a raid. It's just, for whatever reason, Stream Elements is broken. So that's all that was. That's not a raid. It's just a glitch. All right. Again, this is a tornado emergency. There's a large tornado most likely still on the ground right now. Yeah, it's moving off to the northeast near Broken Bow. We have a new tornado warning, by the way. We have a few new tornado warnings back up in Arkansas, so we're watching that activity closely. By the way, we're now down to actually 7 tornado warnings, so we're starting to drop down a little bit, but obviously there is still ongoing significant tornadoes right now. And this is our tornado emergency. The other tornado that was on the ground no longer is on the ground there by Fort Smith, which is good news. We still have an ongoing PDS tornado warning. This tornado is on the ground moving towards Naples, Texas, and near Omaha. There's still a tornado on the ground here. That is where the tornado is located on this PDS tornado warning. So again, seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. If you've not already, which you should have by now, in Omaha and Naples. Marietta is also in the track of this. This is another potentially large and dangerous tornado. There's also a tornado that has been observed back near Gilmer. Tyler, Texas tornado warning is no longer ongoing. This is your ongoing tornado emergency near Idabel right now. And again, tornado emergency. This is not something that you hear very often, but this is like very rare to say the least. Let's go back to the velocities real quick. Yeah, this is the rotation. Very tight rotation still. Very high winds as well. Very large tornado is still on the ground here. Unbelievable what we're seeing. Yeah, I said down to 7. I know. That down to 7 is not something you really hear from me that often. All right, back over to here. Unbelievable. It really, it's like I have no words for what's happening right now. I mean, it's unbelievable. The this was not, obviously this was like kind of expected, but holy moly, it's unbelievable to see something like this on the ground. And obviously, we're just looking at a radar picture, but you already know how many lives are gonna be impacted by something like this. It's quite unbelievable for anybody that's in the track of these. It really is. Because again, we still have 3 tornadoes right now on the ground, and unbelievable. It really is. Craziness of what's happened today. Back over to the storm. We have a new update on the correlation coefficient. Still potentially on the ground here. Northeast now of Idabel near Broken Bow. So if you're in Broken Bow, again, get to your safe place immediately away from windows. If you're near Broken Bow. That tornado is still seemingly on the ground right now. So this is probably something similar to the Mayfield tornado, unfortunately. It possibly is. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the unfortunate thing. Like, I felt like if the storms developed a bit earlier, maybe we wouldn't have gotten to something like this. But, yeah, the later the storms developed, it kind of just made it so, you know, something like this could have happened, and it obviously did. So, Susan, this tornado has been on the ground for approximately upwards of 20 minutes. Possibly as long as that. It might have even been a little bit longer than that. So this is where the tornado is located right now. It's near 3. It's moving off to the northeast. It is still probably on the ground right now. But yeah, correlation coefficient is still indicative of a tornado being on the ground. We have another update. This is still on the ground. I believe it's still a tornado emergency. On the latest update, let me just double check if it's still a tornado emergency here. Yeah, it's still a tornado emergency, it looks like. Oh, actually, no, it's been downgraded. All right, so this tornado was originally a tornado emergency. Latest update is now it is not I believe it's now a PDS tornado warning again. So it's still PDS, it's still on the ground, but they've just downgraded down to a PDS, which saying it's a downgrade to a PDS is really hard to say because it's really not much of a downgrade. It's still a very dangerous tornado that's on the ground. And again, near Broken Bow right now in Oklahoma is where this tornado is right now located. Moving off to the northeast. This is a long track tornado, yes. This has been a long track tornado. This is a PDS northeast of Idabel. Again, still got another tornado on the ground near Naples. This is a tornado right now on the ground near, it's basically over Naples right now. So if you're in Naples, I hope you got to your shelter place because I mentioned a lot. Make sure you're in your safety place right now. Naples, obviously a tornado is on the ground. This is another PDS tornado warning. Potentially large or strong tornadoes on the ground or both. That'll be going towards areas near Marietta. So make sure you're in shelter if you're in Marietta. Maud as well. Interstate 67, New Boston will be in the track of this eventually as well. And we still got a tornado on the ground back down near Gilmer. I have not really looked at this storm much, but the tornado, if it's on the ground still, is going to be over Gilmer. So get to your safe place if you're down there in Gilmer right now. Another tornado that's on the ground there. Latest update, by the way, there is a new tornado warning on this. It is still on the ground. It's been on the ground for upwards of 20 minutes. New warning was issued. It is a PDS tornado warning that's in effect for those in Gillum, DeQueen, and going into basically Arkansas here pretty soon is where this tornado warning is going to be leading. We now have a tornado on the ground in Franklin and Sebastian County, Arkansas as well. That is southeast of Fort Smith. So another tornado is on the ground right now south of Fort Smith, southeast of Fort Smith. So another one's on the ground. So again, make sure you're in your safety place immediately away from windows, a lowest floor possible. Yeah, words cannot describe what is happening right now. It does seem like this is starting to maybe weaken a little bit, but again, we're pretty far away from the radar site, so it's kind of hard to tell, but another dangerous tornado here on the ground. Back up here real quick in Fort Smith. There's a tornado on the ground southeast of Fort Smith. We usually have live cams up here, but I just don't have time to pull them up with all the warnings that we have. Really quick, let's figure out where this rotation is. This is another tornado on the ground that has just been confirmed. It is down here near Mansfield. Look at this. Oh man, this is a huge, another strong tornado at least. This is a tornado on the ground right now near Mansfield. So that is another tornado. Mansfield and Huntington are in the track of this right now. Again, get into shelter. This is very strong rotation right now near Huntington. Again, strong rotation. Mansfield as well included into that. Another tornado on the ground. We also have a new update. We have an observed tornado still on the ground. PDS tornado warning still ongoing near Naples, I'm pretty sure. Let me go back down there real quick. Yeah, this is still a tornado on the ground near Naples. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 tornadoes on the ground still. This is the one near Naples. It is very strong rotation as well. Very tight rotation. This is the correlation coefficient on this storm near Naples in Texas. This is a tornado still on the ground here in Texas. So again, make sure you're in your safety place away from windows, lowest floor possible. This is a PDS tornado warning as well. I literally, words cannot describe what's happening though. I mean, it's unbelievable. Huntsville? Which Huntsville are we talking about? There's a few of them. All right, back over to Broken Bow real quick. Again, this is going towards areas like Gillum and DeQueen. This is a tornado emergency still that we have here. This, again, tornado emergency, rare situation near Broken Bow. This is moving off to the northeast. It is a PDS after that going towards DeQueen and Gillum. So those are the areas in the track of this after that. Again, PDS or tornado emergency still ongoing. This will be going towards areas in eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas in the next few minutes. Naples tornado will probably not be a tornado emergency. I do not expect it to be. Let me move my face cam down a little bit. I just realized it's kind of off track. There we go. Yeah, I do not expect that tornado in Naples to go a tornado emergency unless it really strengthens or, you know, it's reported as very large. This is the 650. This is a 13-minute-old radar thing. Let's refresh this. Naples just got hit by a huge storm. Let me look at Naples again. Yeah, radar's glitching out here, so I'm trying to get a better update here. Oh, let's go to this. There we go. This is the Naples tornado warning cell. For some reason, it is delayed here. Let me real quick go over to this. Let me just restart the program real quick. Apologize, I have to do it real quick because for some reason it's glitching out here. All right, let's go back to that PDS or the PDS over in Naples. This is the tornado that's on the ground. This is a huge drop, by the way, on the correlation coefficient. Apparently, there's a debris ball on radar. That's your debris, by the way, on radar. You can see it on the reflectivity values. That is a ongoing tornado still near Naples. It's on the ground. Again, that's moving off to the northeast right now. That's your correlation coefficient drop. That is debris being lifted up into the atmosphere near Naples. And that is in Texas. And seek shelter if you've not already, away from windows, lowest floor possible. By the way, if you're just tuning in, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Again, we'll be live here for a while. 8 more subscribers, actually, from 26,500. Let's go back up to the north real quick into the tornado emergency. We'll see if there's any new updates here. It doesn't seem like there's as much rotation anymore. I'm not seeing as big of a CC drop, which probably means we're not seeing a tornado, or at least it's probably not a huge tornado anymore. There could potentially still be a tornado on the ground here. Let's go to the north, right? Let's go to the radar site up to the north, and we'll take a look from there and see if there's still a tornado on the ground here near Broken Bow. And still showing at least some debris here. So this is a look at the velocities. And yeah, there's still very strong rotation. There's most likely still a tornado on the ground. How large it is right now, it's unknown. The latest update we had was it was a very large and strong tornado on the ground in southeast Oklahoma. Still seems to be that way right now near Broken Bow. So again, very large, deadly, destructive tornado has rolled through Idabel and now Broken Bow. It is moving off to the northeast. This is again a tornado emergency that is ongoing. Excuse me, in southeast Oklahoma. I'm beginning to lose my voice, but I'm trying my best here. So, again, right now, moving off to the northeast. So many things to catch up on. Let's go over to this real quick. A new tornado warning was just issued in Texas, by the way. It is a radar-indicated tornado warning over in Gilmer. So Gilmer is now back to a radar-indicated rotation. Back over near Naples, the other PDS tornado warning that we have ongoing. This is the latest on the tornado. It might be weakening a little bit, but obviously it just hit Naples, which is a pretty populated area over here in East Texas. But now it looks maybe like it's weakening a little bit over in Naples, so that's good news. Maybe some weakening trend there, but obviously it just hit a very populated area. And also it might be just going through a bunch of like dirt and whatnot. So, but again, northeast of Naples is where we still have an ongoing PDS tornado warn cell. Tornado emergency again in southeast Oklahoma. We also have a tornado on the ground back up here near Fort Smith. I'm going to double check this real quick because there was a tornado on the ground here. I think there still is back up here, maybe near 252. And this is possibly a tornado still on the ground near 252 in Arkansas. Correlation coefficient not showing as much anymore. It looks like it may have lifted, but definitely make sure you're still staying in shelter. We have 2 tornado warnings here. This is just an observed tornado. It's no longer a PDS. Still a tornado emergency, though, ongoing here near Broken Bow, moving off to the east. Northeast, excuse me, towards Gillum. This is the tornado that's possibly still large. So that's, again, tornado emergency still ongoing here. Moving off to the northeast fairly quickly. Gilmer tornado is down to now just a radar indicated rotation. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. Been unbelievable, though. Trying to see if we have any other updates here. All right, cool. All right, we're not too far behind here now. So again, this is the ongoing large and destructive tornado. It's still a tornado emergency right now, heading to areas like Gillum and the Queen, moving off to the northeast. It is no longer a tornado emergency after we get through this warning. I wouldn't be surprised if we got back to that tornado emergency status if this rotation really continues to be this strong, because this is very tight rotation. We are talking about very high winds. Winds are estimated upwards of almost 100 miles per hour right now near that center. So we are seeing very high wind speeds, obviously, with this area, very high velocities. Currently near Broken Bow, so possibly still a very strong and large tornadoes on the ground moving off to the northeast. Near Broken Bow, again, now into southeast Oklahoma. It will be moving into Arkansas here pretty soon as well. Yes, I would classify this as a tornado outbreak, without a doubt. This is a tornado outbreak. Out a doubt. Here's the latest update. Might be starting to loosen the rotation a little bit, but still possibly pretty large here. Moving off to the northeast. Do we still have that photo? Where's the original photo, Ryan? Hey, Ryan, can you crop that so it just shows that tornado footage there, or that tornado photo? I would appreciate it if you can. For whoever the Ryan is on Discord, I would appreciate if you can crop that image on your iPhone and just, or whatever, and just make it so it's just that photo of that tornado. I'll post that on Facebook if you do. Huntsville, Arkansas. Pop back up to that. By the way, tornado emergency has just ended at this given time. Huntsville. Oh, Huntsville's back up here. Not seeing a whole lot on this one. A little bit of rotation, but nothing, it doesn't seem like too significant right now. So, not too much right now, but we'll watch it closely. Let's go back over to Naples real quick. We'll see if this tornado is still ongoing or not. This is near Interstate 30. There's still some strong rotation. I don't know if it's on the... It doesn't seem like it's on the ground anymore. Correlation coefficient is not really picking up on that anymore. Yeah, honestly, again, I would be, you know, it's unbelievable what we saw there in Idabel, and hopefully, you know, people took shelter and whatnot, but, yeah. By the way, out of Detroit, Texas, and Red River County, trees snapped in half. Many power poles are down there, by the way, so tornado damage is coming out of that location right now. Let's go back over to Broken Bow. Do this real quick, and let's go to the velocities. I think it's starting to the rotation, I don't know if it's really weakening, but it has become a little bit broader here in the latest scan, so it might be weakening a little bit here as it moves off to the northeast. I would assume so much, KD. I would assume so much. We do have a no, never mind, just kidding. Hopefully this photo is not blurry. Hope. All right, 1 second. Does anybody know whose photo? Ryan, do you know whose photo that was? I don't even know whose photo that was. That's been going around everywhere, but I can figure that out. All right. Here's the latest radar update. By the way, we're still. It looks like maybe a little bit of broader rotation now, like a little bit broader. So, see what happens here. But by the way, new mesoscale discussion just came out. So tornado threat continues to shift to northeast. This is for northeast Texas. Confirmed large and dangerous tornadoes are ongoing. So obviously that's what we kind of knew already. So that's the latest mesoscale discussion. Confirmed tornado cells are ongoing still back over there near Naples. It seems like that storm near Naples has weakened a little bit, but that is the latest there. Somewhere on Facebook. Yeah, I have no clue where that photo even came from. But why is half of it orange? Just a radar glitch. It happens. Yeah, this radar, for whatever reason, decides to bug out sometimes, so I have not seen any damage photos. If anybody does see any on Twitter, at me on Twitter, like, just mention me. I would appreciate it if you do see anything, because yeah, obviously we need to. I don't know what happened at Idabel, but I think Idabel's probably leveled at this point. 1 second. Let me turn off my soundbar here real quick. Yeah. Never mind. All right, let's go back over to here. If you're on Facebook, feel free to go to my YouTube channel and comment there if you have any questions, because I've not been reading my YouTube chat literally at all. So, or my Facebook chat, excuse me, at all. So, I do apologize. I literally have not been able to look. Unbelievable, though, what we've seen unfold today. Let me go back to my YouTube. Let's go over to here. All right. So we have some photos coming out, or video coming out of Idabel potentially. I don't know how accurate this is. I legitimately don't. I'm gonna retweet it on Twitter. I don't know. It might be Idabel. It looks dark enough to be. I'm just trying to make sure. I don't know what how dark is it? Is anybody in Texas right now? Like, is it close to sunset, or is it pitch black there? I don't know when the sunset is in Dallas. But is it like just about to set? But it looks like we have some pretty like leveled tornado damage, like as in like EF4 type damage at least. Okay, so that video is probably kind of accurate. Okay, all right, thanks. So yeah, so I retweeted a video if you guys want to check it out. I don't know if it's 100% legit. It might be. By the sounds of it, it kind of sounds a little bit suspicious, but if you want to see it, I'll put the link in chat. So if you want to see that video, there is a damage video coming out, potentially by Idabel. Again, I cannot confirm it for sure, but it might be potentially damage. And yeah, I also retweeted another video of the tornado that crossed over. It's dark outside? Okay, yeah. I don't know. It might be. I don't 100% know if that video is legit or not. It might not be, but just a disclaimer there. All right, let's go back over to the Naples storm real quick. This is still a PDS tornado warning. I'm not sure if this one's still on the ground. Still some strong rotation. Yeah, it's actually still on the ground. This is still on the ground right here on Highway 67. So, again, stay in shelter, away from windows, lowest floor possible. It's moving off to the northeast right now. Yeah, if that, I mean, it's heartbreaking regardless, but obviously I can't confirm 100% if that was the actual tornado or not. Assuming it probably was, but you never know. It's social media. I'm so sorry to hear that, Christopher. I don't know if you're still here in the chat, Christopher, but I hope whoever that was got to shelter and whatnot, because I know Idabel probably got leveled. So hopefully he did not sustain that much damage or any damage at all, hopefully, but obviously I don't know if he did or not. Idabel got hit very hard, though. It's a tornado emergency, so it was an EF4, EF5 type tornado possibly that happened there in Idabel. I know a lot of people are going to be impacted, so I'll probably be putting at least some sort of donation towards this, even though I really can't afford it since I'm in college, but I'll probably be putting at least a few $100 towards helping people over there, because I know there's a lot of people who have been impacted by that tornado warning cell. Hey, thank you, sir, for the $2 super chat. Rain chances in Laporte, Texas. Let me figure out where that is first. Oh, that's down by like Houston. I mean, you have a decent chance of rain. Will you see severe weather? Probably not much. All right. Let's see. Go back over to. We have a new tornado warning, by the way. That has now been. It's still an observed PDS tornado warning here. Let's just zoom out a little bit. This is the new tornado warning, though. This is still ongoing. It's an on-the-ground tornado for areas near or just west of Texarkana. This is an on-the-ground tornado moving off to the northeast. This is still a PDS tornado warning cell moving off to the northeast right now. Again, that is going towards New Boston and Hooks, going towards potentially Interstate 30 here pretty soon. Thank you, Jason, for the $5 super chat. Hey, same. I really hope everybody stays all right. I mean, it's unbelievable what we just saw. Really, I mean, what I've already seen on Twitter is not something that you want to see. But yeah, it's very sad, to say the least. Yeah, again, we have another tornado on the ground right now going towards New Boston in Texas. So there's another tornado on the ground here, and there's still a tornado on the ground with the other PDS tornado warning cell, but this is a tornado on the ground right now, southwest of New Boston. Again, this is a PDS, particularly dangerous situation, moving off to the northeast. That is your debris over Highway 67, and New Boston and Hooks will be in the track of this here pretty soon. Debris is really picked up here on the latest scan, and this might be an intensifying tornado as well. Right now, moving off to the northeast. We also have a tornado that was just confirmed in Montgomery County, Arkansas. So another tornado confirmed up in Arkansas now, moving off as well up in that direction. So 2 significant tornado warnings right now ongoing. 3 actually. Yeah, that is again debris on the radar. I do have to take a really quick bathroom break. I'll be back in like literally 30 seconds. Stay tuned. All right, appreciate you guys with your patience. I do apologize. I've been live for like six hours almost now. So, all right, let's go back to another update. Let's see. We have a couple of updates here. We have a new tornado warning in Howard County, Arkansas, as well, by the way. So just a new update there. Let me look at Twitter real quick while I got a second. Let's see. All right, just a couple of messages. I don't know what those are about. All right, let's go over to Twitter. I got a few updates. Again, tornadoes on the ground right now near New Boston. A lot of debris is being picked up right now near 98. Moving off to the northeast. All right. This should have been a PDS tornado watch. I wouldn't disagree with that at this point. I would not disagree with that. But I feel like if you were going to put a PDS tornado watch, you got to really put that in this area. Like this actual area where the tornadoes actually were supposed to happen today, which I think would have been difficult because they put a tornado watch back down to the southwest as well. This is, again, a potentially dangerous tornado right now on the ground. This is, again, a PDS tornado warning. Currently ongoing, possibly even large near New Boston. This could get, this is a very strong tornado right now on the ground near New Boston, moving off to the northeast. Look at that debris. That is a lot of debris being lifted up into the atmosphere right now. You're gonna order me Pizza Hut? I wish I could eat. I've not eaten in like, at this point, it's been about 12 hours. I'm gonna have to DoorDash myself food. I've literally not eaten. Like but I don't even have time to get a DoorDash order. That's the problem. I can't just like run downstairs and come back up like in a second. So, all right, let's go back over to here. Protein shakes. Yeah, I'll have to do something in the future, especially this upcoming severe weather season. I'll have to be a bit more prepared for it. Yeah, this is a large, potentially tornado on the ground right now, though, heading towards New Boston. If you know anybody in Northeast Texas, make sure they're aware of this. Also, make sure to hit the like button on the stream. This sometimes gets out to more people by doing that, so. Is he really, gamer? I thought he was just back up to the north. Again, tornado is large, potentially, and dangerous heading towards New Boston right now. Again, make sure you're in your safe place if you're in New Boston. A large tornado potentially on the ground right now. This is a large correlation coefficient drop, possibly about a mile to a mile and a half wide. Don't know about the size of the tornado, but debris is being lifted up here big time. Actually, I do have Reese's cups. I'll eat one of those. Just eating sugar, basically. You're lucky to live away from the Tornado Alley. I am too, honestly. I'm glad I'm not in Tornado Alley anymore. I used to be. Used to be in Texas, and man, I love being in Texas, but the severe weather gets kind of crazy. All right. Go over to here. All right, we're in a tornado emergency again. Another tornado emergency is ongoing. A large and destructive tornado is ongoing, moving to the northeast. This is a new tornado emergency for New Boston. This is our second tornado emergency of the day. For New Boston, Hooks, Wilton, Ashdown, Foreman, all under a tornado emergency. Again, you want to make sure that you are in shelter immediately, away from windows, lowest floor possible. This is another tornado emergency that has just been issued by the National Weather Service just west of Texarkana. Again, moving off to the northeast. All right. Again, PDS tornado warning, and now a tornado emergency has been issued now for New Boston, Hooks, as well as areas like west of Leary. Again, this is west of Texarkana. This is another large and destructive tornado on the ground in Texas. So seek shelter immediately, away from windows and lowest floor possible if you're included in this warning. Again, this is a tornado emergency. This is your tornado, by the way. Let me kind of zoom in. This is your tornado right now, moving towards Texarkana. I'm going to see if we can get any live cam views on this, but this is, again, over in northeast Texas. Another PDS, and now, or I keep saying PDS, it's another tornado emergency, though, today that we currently have ongoing. We have a couple of live cams, but it is pretty much pitch black out there, so I don't know if we'll be able to see anything, but I'll keep you posted if we do end up seeing anything there. This is also producing golf ball sized hail, really irrelevant right now, but again, another emergency here in Texas. Timber stream went out. Well, we do have an ongoing, again, tornado emergency right now in Texas near New Boston. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, this is a large tornado moving towards New Boston right now. Hopefully Reed's all right. Again, this is an ongoing large tornado moving towards New Boston. This blue that you're seeing on your screen is the debris being lifted up into the atmosphere. It's now over Interstate 30. Hopefully people are, getting away from this tornado if you're on that interstate. So again, moving off to the northeast, large tornadoes on the ground right now near New Boston. This is going to possibly be another situation that we just saw like in Idabel. Another large and destructive tornado moving off to the northeast. Yeah, this is unbelievable. I mean, this is kind of on the bare edge of like a high risk almost in terms of severe weather. 2 tornado emergencies in one day. Again, unbelievable. Let's go over to the velocities again real quick. We'll see if we can measure out the storm relative velocities at all. It's very mixed up here, but we'll see if we can get any measurements here. Winds are at least around 80 to 90 miles per hour near that core. They're obviously going to be much higher than that. This is, again, probably an EF4, EF5 type tornado that we're seeing near New Boston. Again, that's a lot of debris being lifted up into the atmosphere right now near New Boston. See if I can get any... Let's see if there's anything on Twitter right now. Again, this is a tornado emergency that we have ongoing in New Boston. A large tornado near New Boston right now. It's moving off to the northeast. Again, that blue that you're seeing on your screen is debris. This is about 2 miles wide, by the way, in terms of debris. That doesn't mean the tornado is 2 miles wide, but that does mean the debris is lifted up like a large area here near New Boston. So we're going to see debris going flying like everywhere around it. So again, if you're anywhere near this area, get into your safe place. Anywhere in this pink box, you should be in your safe place. That does include areas like New Boston, Hooks, goes all the way back through the Red River Valley, and then back into Oklahoma. You should be in your safe place immediately as the storm continues to move off to the north and northeast. Again, a lot of debris being lifted up into the atmosphere, though, right now with this tornado. And again, this is another similar situation to what we just saw in Idabel not too long ago with the other PDS and actually tornado emergency. So this is our second tornado emergency of the day that is now ongoing here in New Boston. And again, this is another situation where it's very dangerous. And again, if you're just tuning in, make sure to subscribe button. We'll keep you updated with the latest. Again, this is another very dangerous tornado that we're watching moving off to the northeast. And this is the latest radar scan. It's moving now, right now. The tornado itself is over Interstate 30, producing, again, a lot of debris being lifted up into the atmosphere. Moving off to the northeast, near New Boston right now, is where that ongoing tornado is right now on the ground. A large tornado. Again, this is not a exaggeration by any means. We have a tornado emergency. This is the highest type of tornado warning that you can get, is this. So again, make sure you're seeking shelter away from windows and lowest floor possible. And even look at the reflectivity. It's literally showing a big debris ball right here, right now over New Boston. Again, moving right now off to the northeast. Yes, I know there's a lot of tornado warnings ongoing right now, but again, we're going to focus on only the tornado emergency. Again, this is a historical type of tornado that we're seeing right now ongoing here. Again, tornado emergency still ongoing here in New Boston. I'm going to try to look at my phone here real quick and get a better idea here where this is at. So again, this is right now west of New Boston. It's over Interstate 30. Next area in the track will be along N8, which I'm pretty sure is a route of some sort. So along that stretch, make sure you're in your safe place. We got a new radar update that just came in. This is the debris. Again, a very large area of debris. Look how long this is extending. We can actually I think we might be able to measure this out on here. If not, I'll do it on my phone. Might be able to. It says 6 miles. That's not right. Let me just do it on my phone. I think the measuring thing is glitched out here. I'll go ahead and measure it out real quick and give you an idea of how large this area of debris is. It is about a 2-mile radius. This is about 4 miles right here of length right now. That's about 4 miles of debris. So right there, that's about 4 miles of debris right here, going from northwest to southeast. And even going north to south, that's about 4 miles of debris right now being lifted up. This is, again, right here, a diameter of 4 miles. So that's a lot of debris. Again, that's over just northwest of New Boston, moving towards areas like N8. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure how many homes are in this area, but that is possibly a lot of trees and some like such items and whatnot. But again, that's going over Highway 82, moving off to the northeast. But again, that's 4 miles wide. That does not mean the tornado is 4 miles wide. It just means that there's debris being lifted up 4 miles wide at this point. Again, the tornado is probably it's definitely gonna be smaller than 4 miles. But let's go over to the velocities. And this is a look at the velocities here. That is probably how large the tornado is. It's probably somewhere around a mile, I would say, maybe a half mile to a mile wide, near Interstate 30. Again, that's moving off towards N8 here over the next several minutes. So that is where our tornado is located, just to the northwest of New Boston. We're going to stay on the correlation coefficient because this is definitely giving us our best representation of where this debris is going and how much debris is being, lifted up into the atmosphere, because that's a lot. We can go even higher up in the elevations, and you can see the debris. It goes up high. It goes all the way up almost to the 3.1 degree angle, which I'm not sure what the exact height of that is, but that's probably upwards of 20,000 feet. So that's our brand. Again, this is an ongoing tornado emergency right now in Northeast Texas. Yes, guys, this is a tornado outbreak. There's no question about it. This is obviously a tornado outbreak. We've now had 2 tornado emergencies. If there's any question before about it being a tornado outbreak, there obviously should not be any question at this point that this is easily a huge tornado outbreak. Ongoing. So this could be an EF5 tornado. It could be an EF4. It's at bare minimum, it's an EF3 type tornado though. And it's similar with Idabel. What happened over there in Oklahoma earlier, it went through Clarksville. That was easily an EF3, if not possibly an EF4 or EF5 type tornado as well. Again, this is another tornado emergency right now ongoing. And again, if you're just tuning in, obviously you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, but at least like the stream. That way more people will be able to see what's going on right now. If they're in Northeast Texas and they need some live coverage, liking the live stream will get this out to more people. And most importantly, if you have any people in the track of this storm, really give them a call, give them a text, make sure they're all right, even if they've been hit, or even if they're not seeing any storms, but you might think they have, make sure you give them a call or text, because there's a lot of people that are being impacted by these storms right now. Obviously, a lot of tornado warnings are still ongoing. We have currently 10 tornado warnings ongoing, by the way. We just up the tornado count. So yeah, we're at 10 tornado warnings right now across this area. And this is the debris now on the latest scan. It is still very huge here north of New Boston, by the way. So Again, this is going to continue to go to the northeast. Do I know if Clarksville will be okay? I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's some pretty hefty damage, at least on the north and west sides of Clarksville, by the sounds of it. But I'm not entirely sure. I have some photos and videos on Twitter and whatnot too. So if you want to check those out, make sure to follow me as well. But I'll link it in the chat if you guys want to see some of the photos and videos already that have been sent in. Thank you, Robert, for the $5 super chat as well. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's my pleasure to do this live coverage. Obviously, this is something that a lot of people are being affected by right now near New Boston. Yeah, if you know anybody in this area, give them a call, give them a text, make sure they're all right. That's the most important thing that you can do right now. Important thing that you can do if you're not on the track right now of this. Yeah, okay, so the report is that this is a wedge tornado, by the way, that's ongoing right now. This, if it wasn't already clear enough, this is a wedge tornado. Yes, this is a massive wedge tornado that's ongoing near New Boston. So, again, a large, destructive tornado is ongoing here. This will not hit Kentucky, Mark. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Yeah, this tornado likely has missed just a little bit to the north of the downtown area of New Boston. Again, this is your debris ball on radar. Literally, this here, that white circle there is a debris ball here. And New Boston may have just been narrowly missed by the worst of this tornado, it looks like. It kind of rode along the Interstate 30 line there. So, and again, this is where your strongest velocities are. So in comparison to the correlation coefficient, large tornado and destructive tornado is still on the ground here. Yeah, moving off to the northeast. Again, this is a little bit more of a zoomed out look. If you're curious on where you're at on this map, again, this is our tornado emergency. We still have tornado warnings up and down Arkansas. This one's obviously going to be entering to Arkansas. We got two back down to the south of Longview, Texas. So again, there's a lot of stuff ongoing. We're primarily focused on this tornado emergency, though, that is currently ongoing here. Again, north of New Boston. Let me go back to the correlation coefficient. Again, latest scans still showing a lot of debris being lifted up into the atmosphere. This has been on the ground for upwards of almost 20 minutes now. Still an ongoing PDS and obviously tornado emergency right now over here in Northeast Texas. This is about to cross over into Arkansas. So those in 4-minute Ashdown, make sure you're getting to your safe place right now. This is going towards those locations here over the next several minutes. That is where a lot of debris is right now being lifted up into the atmosphere. Hey, thank you, Kim, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Really do appreciate it. It goes a long way. Yeah, if you know anybody in this area, I can't stress it enough, but make sure you are getting to your safe place. This tornado, by the way, is large. This is about a half a mile at least wide. I am just seeing a photo out of this. I'm not sure whose photo this is, so I can't show it, but there is a confirmation that this tornado is at least about a half a mile wide at this point. So just a heads up if you're in this area. Again, this is north of New Boston, about to cross over into Arkansas here pretty shortly. Right now, north of New Boston, Texas. No problem, Andrew. No, it's my pleasure. Don't thank me. You know, I enjoy doing severe weather live streams, but I'm losing my voice right now. All right, back north of New Boston along N8 is where we currently have an ongoing large and destructive tornado. This is, again, a lot of debris being lifted up into the atmosphere. Good news, this has actually gone downgraded. Not really good news at this point. Still a large tornado. No longer a tornado emergency. This is back down to a PDS tornado warning. Still very bad, so I'm not really gonna say good news, but again, large tornado and destructive is still on the ground here near N8. It is no longer a tornado emergency, but it is still a very large tornado moving off to the northeast. Thank you, Braden, by the way, for becoming a Storm Chaser member. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Losing your voice is better than losing lives. I've never heard a more true statement, Neo. Literally, I've never heard a more true statement. Again, latest update on this tornado warning is now to a PDS tornado warning. We also have another tornado warning back down here to the south. There might be another tornado on the ground. Let me just double check here. Yeah, there's possibly another tornado on the ground here east of Dangerfield going towards Douglasville. There's another CC drop on this storm north of 11. So just a heads up, that'll probably get upgraded to confirmed here in just a moment. This is again the PDS tornado warning that we have ongoing. This is an on the ground tornado producing significant damage. It's a particularly dangerous situation near N8 moving off to the northeast towards areas like 32 over the next several minutes. So again, make sure you're in shelter, away from windows, lowest floor possible as the storm continues to track out to the northeast. I'm not sure why they downgraded it. Maybe it's, I don't know, I really couldn't tell you. Maybe it's a smaller size tornado now. Maybe it's not, you know, as strong velocities wise. I really don't know why they downgraded it. Maybe it's just a little bit smaller. I couldn't tell you, but the tornado is still, it's still producing a lot of damage here. Moving off to the northeast. This is your tornado, by the way. That's your tornado right there. The correlation coefficient and all the debris here is representing all around this. All this other green and blue is all debris around that tornado. So this is your tornado there. Everything around the dashed white line kind of gives you an idea of where the debris is spreading out to right now with this ongoing PDS tornado moving towards areas like 32. This is the latest radar scan, and it's not showing nearly as much debris going all the way around, but there's still ongoing tornado right there crossing over now into Arkansas. So still an ongoing tornado here. That is the correlation coefficient. And then this is back over to the velocities, which have not updated quite yet on this, but it should update here in a second. So I'll have that here in a moment. But again, crossing over into Arkansas, Foreman, Ashdown, and Wilton. Get to your safe place right now. Do not wait. Get to your safe place away from windows, lowest floor possible. Interior room of your house. Cannot urge you enough to do that. Are there any pics of the storms? I haven't really seen any. If you guys do see any though, and you're on Twitter, feel free to tweet me on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX. Again, feel free to mention me. I'd appreciate it, so I can see if I can show any of that sort of stuff. But for right now, I have not had any photos sent in on this storm specifically. Yeah, again, we have another tornado on the ground. This might go PDS here pretty shortly. It is not yet. A tornado is right now on the ground going towards Douglasville, south of Marietta, by the way. This is another tornado on the ground. I'm surprised this warning has not been upgraded yet, but this could get upgraded to a PDS tornado warning as well. That's another tornado on the ground northeast of Hughes Springs. So we're watching two tornadoes right now on the ground. Both of them most likely going to be PDS. The other one should get upgraded to PDS here pretty shortly. Again, tornado on the ground north of New Boston, and then we got another tornado on the ground right now south of Marietta, moving off to the northeast. Douglasville, get to your safe place immediately. There is a tornado on the ground right now southwest of you. Send me a picture of the tornado. By the way, if you have actually photos, you can join our Discord server too. I'll put the link in the chat if you want to do that, but otherwise, you know, you can join our community as well on there. Let me go over to Twitter real quick. All right. Again, this is another tornado on the ground. I don't know why this isn't PDS yet, or even just a observed tornado warning, but this is an ongoing tornado on the ground going towards Douglasville. So again, if you're in Douglasville, make sure you're seeking shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. That is another tornado on the ground. This is our other PDS tornado warn cell. No longer includes the city or town of New Boston, but it still seems like we have some debris being lifted up here on this tornado, going towards areas like Foreman and Ashdown. So the tornado seems to be shrinking a little bit, which is a little bit of good news, but it's still moving off to the northeast pretty quickly here. Yeah, this is just horrible. I agree with that. Yeah, this is not anything that you want to see. This is obviously terrible. All right, let's go back over to the, we'll stay on the correlation coefficient for now. This is the debris right now along Highway 41, south of Foreman, moving off to the northeast towards 32. Those are the areas right now about to be impacted by this PDS tornado warn cell right now, moving off to the northeast. And just a friendly reminder, I don't know why this hasn't yet been issued, but there is an observed, or at least radar confirmed tornado here southwest of Douglasville, right here. And the velocities are a little bit glitched out in this latest scan, but this is a tornado on the ground right there, southwest of, or south actually of Marietta. So that's an area that we have a tornado on the ground as well. Just make sure you're in shelter if you're in Douglasville right now. That's a radar confirmed, I would say right now, tornado right there. Let's go back up to the PDS tornado warning south of Foreman. Again, that is where our other debris is being lifted up into the atmosphere near N8. That is on 41, moving currently off to the north and northeast, going towards Foreman. If you're in Foreman, get to your safe place immediately. If you are in Wilton or as well as Ashdown, make sure you're getting to your safe place immediately as well. We have a new radar indicated severe, or tornado warning, excuse me, for Carroll County, Arkansas as well. So there's another tornado warning there. Keep that in mind. Yeah, so there was a massive wedge tornado near New Boston, by the way. I'm going to retweet it on Twitter if you want to see it. Again, there's going to be a photo on Twitter. I'll put the link in the chat. Actually, I'll put a link on the chat directly. I think I can directly do it. All right, so this is the photo on Twitter of the large wedge tornado that just went near New Boston. So again, make sure to follow me as well. I'll post a lot of stuff on there tonight, but you have a confirmation of a pretty large tornado there as well. That is definitely a large wedge tornado that happened there in New Boston. Make sure to follow me while you're over there as well. New Boston is pitch black and there's no power. Yeah, I would assume so much. That was a large destructive tornado that just rolled through that area. By the way, there's still a tornado ongoing here. It's about to enter, again, it's entering into Arkansas right now, but Ashdown, Wilton, and Foreman are next in track for this. Next radar update is coming in a moment, so we'll have an update on where this is at in here in a second. And here's a look at the reflectivity. So tornado is likely a little bit further to the north now. Correlation coefficient's not showing as much anymore. I would still assume that there is a tornado, though, ongoing with the cell as it moves off to the north and northeast. Again, tornado is likely going to be located just south and southeast of Foreman. So still a PDS tornado warning cell right now, moving off to the northeast. I'm pretty sure, I can't confirm this. I heard from somebody that there's 5 fatalities near Paris, Texas from the first tornado that we had that was large over near Paris, Texas earlier today. Cannot confirm it yet. And I don't know if that's true, but somebody mentioned that in a preliminary survey, but I'm not sure if that's true or not. Hopefully it's not true, but there was some report that we had earlier. All right, latest radar update. Let's go back over to the velocities. It looks like that glitched out again. And this is the correlation coefficient. Give you some idea of any debris being lifted up into the atmosphere. I'm not seeing as much as earlier, which is possibly some good news there, but obviously still gonna be something to monitor very closely. It is still a PDS tornado warning for right now. So obviously we still have an ongoing, probably still an ongoing tornado on the ground here. Might not be nearly as large as what it was near New Boston, but it's probably pretty large here. Apparently, Reed Timmer just said, recovered the drone, gas station intact, powers out, wedges moving along Interstate 30. Apparently, he used a drone? This tornado? That's actually insane if he was able to pull that off. Again, this is the look at all the tornado warnings that we have ongoing. They extend from Arkansas all the way back through Texas. We currently have several tornado warnings ongoing. We got 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11 tornado warnings ongoing right now. So there is a lot of tornado warnings right now ongoing across 3 states. And we also have very strong rotation near Douglasville right now. It doesn't seem like it's on the ground anymore. It was there for a brief amount of time. The velocities are very strong here. This is the rotation. They are very strong. We could see possibly another strong tornado out of this as well. That continues again to move off to the north and northeast. All right, let's go back over to the reflectivity here. So yeah, that's definitely gonna be kind of embedded in that rain. So it might be a rain wrap type tornado. We do have a new tornado warning that was just issued, by the way, on this PDS tornado warning. That's going to include Foreman, Winthrop, Ben Lamond, Wilton, and Ashdown going towards Locksburg. That is for this ongoing tornado warning cell. Radar indicated rotation on this new tornado warning, which leads me to believe that this will not be extended as a PDS tornado warning or even observed tornado. So most likely going to be downgraded now to radar indicated here in the next few minutes. That's our latest update there out of this tornado warning cell. This one's been on the ground for upwards of 15 to 20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer for the New Boston tornado. Texarkana is going to be possibly in the track of this tornado warning cell near Douglasville long term. So if you're in Texarkana, heads up there. This could come towards your direction. Real quickly, I want to touch on the other 2 tornado warnings. We'll go back up to the north. These 2 are definitely producing a lot of rotation, one near Rusk and one near New Summerfield. We'll look at the correlation coefficient real quick. Neither of them showing a tornado on the ground right now, but definitely be mindful that there is some fairly strong rotation on both of these cells. One southwest of Henderson, one to the southeast of Rusk in Texas. So there are a couple of other warnings down here to the south that we do need to be mindful of, because there's, again, a lot of tornado warnings. We got a few up near Fort Smith as well, just to the east of there, near Ozark. Not seeing a whole lot of strong rotation. A lot of it seems to be kind of weakening out right now. Have a little bit more rotation on the northern side of the state. Not too concerning either. The one over here, though, east of Wicks, is currently producing possibly some stronger rotation right now. Correlation coefficient's not picking up on too much, but there's some strong rotation there. Over there in portions of western Arkansas. So that's our latest update on those storms for right now. And we now have a confirmed tornado, by the way, on the ground near Douglasville. This is a confirmed tornado now. The warning has now been upgraded to a confirmed tornado. That is your tornado right there, moving towards Douglasville. There's now a new confirmed tornado. This is not a PDS here, but this is an ongoing tornado on the ground here for Douglasville. Let me take off the PDS real quick. We'll go to tornado on the ground. Change everything. Oop. Let's just change all this stuff around real quick. There we go. So again, tornadoes right now on the ground moving towards Douglasville. This is, again, a confirmed tornado. Most likely going to be rain wrapped, by the way, so do not try to look for this. But there is a tornado on the ground right now. Again, correlation coefficient indicating that there is a little bit of debris right now being lifted up, moving towards areas like Douglasville here over the next several minutes. So again, make sure you're staying away from windows, lowest floor possible, and interior room of your house. And this is a confirmed tornado in going towards Douglasville right now. I do apologize. I have to keep drinking water because I'm losing my voice. But I'm trying my best here. We have now a confirmed tornado as well in Franklin County, Arkansas. We have a confirmed tornado actually up here near Ozark. Real quick, back over near Ozark, Interstate 40, there's a confirmed tornado on the ground right here near Altus. This is another confirmed tornado on the ground. This is clear as day right here. This is a tornado on the ground, though, right now near Altus. Rotation actually doesn't look that strong, but it actually has a tornado right now on the ground. That is your tornado right there near Altus. That is debris being lifted up into the atmosphere near Denning, Coal Hill, west of Coal Hill, as well as just southeast of Altus. That is where debris is being lifted up from another tornado on the ground in Arkansas. That's moving off to the east towards Coal Hill and Hartman. Make sure you're in shelter if you're in those two locations. This is another tornado on the ground. This is observed and obviously radar confirmed as well from the debris that's being lifted up here. Tennessee probably will not be impacted by this in terms of this extent. This will not make it that far east. You might see some rain, but not this. Let's see. We have another update. Let's see. Rusk County, by the way, the other tornado warning in Texas is still ongoing for radar indicated rotation. So there's a couple of them down there in East Texas that are also producing rotation. But again, this is a tornado on the ground in Arkansas. I might be able to pull up a camera here, so stay tuned. Let me see if I can pull up a camera here on your Interstate 40. I might be able to. We have a couple of little videos, but I'm not sure if either of them are going to be that good. This is probably the best one we're going to get. This is pretty blurry. This is right in the area. There's a lot of lightning, by the way, but this is where that tornado warning right now is. So just a little heads up there. Not the best video. Again, it is nighttime, but that's where the confirmed tornado is. It's right about there, where that camera was. Just to the south of that. The camera that I had there was about right here, so it's kind of just south of there. But yeah, again, this is where our tornado is right now on the ground, going towards Coal Hill. Next radar scan should come in here in just a moment, so we'll have an update on that. Also, this other tornado warning has just gone to confirmed due to the tornado being on the ground west of Coal Hill. So the other warning here to the right for Coal Hill and Hartman is now observed in an ongoing tornado warning. Confirmed tornado right now on the ground southeast of Altus. Snapchat maps. I'll have to look into that a little bit. I've really never used it, but. Virginia, I think that was lightning, but it's kind of hard to tell. It's not very good picturesque video there. Best video. I don't know who that is, Neo, but okay. All right. Let's see. We go back over to Twitter real quick. We'll see if we have any other updates there. This is the debris, by the way, still in the air here near Coal Hill. Moving off to the east. Again, there's still a tornado on the ground here, moving into Coal Hill and Hartman. So again, make sure you're in shelter. If you're in Hartman or Coal Hill, near Interstate 40 in Arkansas, that is where this ongoing tornado is on the ground right now. Seek shelter, away from windows, lowest floor possible, interior room of your house, where you've got to be right now with this ongoing tornado warning cell. Man, for those that are just, you know, if you're just tuning in for the first time today and you've not already seen what's happened today, we've had 2 tornado emergencies. We've had several strong tornadoes today, all of them happening within the last 3 to 4 hours. We have another confirmed tornado, another observed tornado that's now on the ground back down here in Arkansas. This is another one on the ground back down south of Mena, if I'm saying the name right. So again, another tornado on the ground here. See if we can kind of find this is probably where it is right now. So just south of 8, it's in a rural area north of 246, but another tornado is now on the ground in Arkansas. So this is another confirmed tornado in Arkansas, in western Arkansas specifically. Those are the tornadoes that we have ongoing. Real quickly, going back to Texas, near Douglasville, we have a tornado that's on the ground. This is a tornado that's actually on the ground. You can see it here. That is on the ground near Douglasville. That'll be moving through Douglasville within the next few minutes. So if you're in Douglasville, make sure to get to your safe place immediately. The tornado that hit Idabel has gone for 85 miles, apparently, from the Weather Channel. That's what they're saying. Not sure how accurate that is, but that's not out of the question. That'd be a very long track tornado, though, if that happened. Again, tornado on the ground, though, near Douglasville in Texas. We have several tornadoes on the ground right now. We have, let's see, 10 tornado warnings ongoing. Several of them with confirmed tornadoes on the ground, so just kind of heads up there. Dropping the warning count a little bit there, but yeah. Yeah, this tornado outbreak is something else. This is something else. I did not expect to be live for actually 6+ hours today, but we have. This is another tornado right now on the ground near Douglasville. Yeah, I mean, in terms of weather tomorrow will not be worse in terms of tornadoes, but just seeing all the damage and destruction from these tornado-warned cells, it's going to be unbelievable what we see. There's been a lot of damage. And also, Douglasville, again, tornadoes on the ground right here near 77, moving off to the northeast towards N8. So make sure that you are seeking shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible, interior room of your house. If you're included in this tornado warning right now, this is, again, an on-the-ground tornado in Douglasville. And again, this is in Texas, this specific tornado. All right. Power lines down in, okay, I got you, game. Thank you. Yeah, there's probably a lot of power lines down, I would assume at least. There's going to be a lot of power outages and whatnot as well from all these storms. Again, this is an on-the-ground tornado in Texas near Douglasville. This is a look at the velocities real quick. This is the velocity, so very tight rotation. I know it's glitching out here, but that's very tight rotation over Douglasville in 77. This is the reflectivity. So reflectivity is very indicative right now of a lot of rain around this tornado. So it's going to most likely be a rain-wrapped type tornado here moving off to the northeast. So again, just make sure you're staying away from windows. Do not try to look out for this storm because you're not going to be able to see it. Make sure you're staying away from windows, lowest floor possible. Interior room of your house is what you have got to do if you're near Douglasville right now with this tornado warned cell. And this is quickly right now moving off to the northeast, and it'll be eventually going possibly towards Texarkana. This might be a long-term type storm that we see going up that direction. All right, back over to here. Also, I'll have a TikTok video coming up pretty soon, by the way. For those that are on my TikTok account and following me, there will be a TikTok of the Sulphur Springs tornado evolving pretty shortly, actually. So that'll be up on there here momentarily. So if you want to check that out, make sure to follow me on TikTok. The link's in the description. It's also just below me. So I'll have a video of that Sulphur Springs tornado out there in just a second. The evolution of it developing, which is really crazy. That's all I got to say. So I'll be actually posting that here in a moment. But again, tornado's still on the ground here near Douglasville, moving up to the northeast. We can seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. Next area in the track of this will be Maud, and then eventually possibly Texarkana will be next in track as well. Let's go back up into Arkansas. We have several tornado warnings still ongoing. This is a ongoing, possibly confirmed tornado still. Double check and see. So there was a confirmed tornado here south of Mena and far southwest of Odin. This is a pretty rural area, but yeah, it seems like not anymore. There was probably one there briefly a moment ago. We have a tornado, it looks like, still on the ground here, possibly. Let me just double check here. And yeah, that would be, if there's still a tornado on the ground, which it seems like there is, there's still debris being lifted up here over there near 40. Interstate 40 is where we have some ongoing debris potentially being lifted up into the atmosphere. This is an area that we actually had a live cam, and the live cam is actually, looks like gone down. So the one live cam that we had on this ongoing tornado probably being on the ground seems to actually have gone out. So that probably means there was a tornado there that's probably caused some damage, or the power went out, one of the two. So that's the latest there. Yeah, again, this is the ongoing tornado potentially still on the ground just west of Clarksville. Trying to see if we have any video here of the... we have a few live cams, but I'm seeing if any of them actually are facing towards this storm. A lot of them are facing east. There's a lot of lightning, by the way. There's a lot of lightning around this area. That is still a tornado on the ground, it looks like. But a lot of lightning moving off. Again, this storm's moving to the east. All their cameras are facing east. I'll keep you updated, though, if we have any live cams there. Apparently, there's a 185-mile-per-hour wind report in New Boston. Cannot confirm. Just somebody said that. Looks like the tornado probably fizzled out there on the latest scan, which is good news. But yeah, apparently there was... That sounds really high, but that's definitely not impossible. All right, let's go back to Texas. Let's go back to the Douglasville tornado warning cell. Again, this is an observed tornado moving off to the northeast. Yeah, this is moving off to the east at about... Or northeast, excuse me, at about 40 to 45 miles per hour. So, little heads up there. Do we actually have a confirmation of a 185-mile-per-hour wind gust reported there? Is there like some sort of report somewhere? If there is, feel free to link me to it. All right. Let's see. Only one showing a tornado near Henderson, Texas. Are we talking about the one down here? I'll take a quick look at this again. This was an area that had some rotation. Not overly... There's a couple of areas here. They've been kind of in the same boat for a while. I'll look at the correlation coefficient. Neither of them really indicative of an actual tornado ongoing, but again, make sure you're in shelter if you're near Henderson. There's still 2 tornado warnings down there. Again, tornado warning, or tornado could pop down at any time with those storms, so definitely make sure you're still staying in shelter. This is back over to the Douglas tornado warning cell, and the velocities are still pretty strong here near Douglasville. So again, we could see a tornado drop again at any time. I'm not sure if there's still one on the ground. Yeah, there actually is. So there's still a tornado, it looks like, on the ground north of Douglasville. So we still have an ongoing tornado here moving up to the northeast. And make sure you're seeking shelter immediately away from windows, lowest floor possible. And then into your room of your house. So I'm just typing this real quick. All right. All right. All right. Back over to here. All right, we got a lot of damage photos coming out. And also, this is the latest radar update. Looks like it might have fizzled out here for the time being. It is rain wrap, by the way, so it's not going to be seen. But there's been some significant damage. I'm not sure. Igno, where's that photo? I don't know if you're in my chat, but is that like somewhere near here? Is there any good news? Not really. No, there's not really a whole lot of good news with this. Typically, we have good stories sometimes with some of these sort of things. Not with tornadoes, obviously, but like, you know, there's sometimes some sort of good news hiding in there. If you wanted to go with some sort of really random good news, it would be the cold front back here is bringing cooler air to North Texas. I mean, that's obviously not really related to what's going on with all these tornadoes and whatnot. And yeah, it's hard to find good news with this sort of stuff. Pretty hard. It's unfortunate what we've seen happen and unfold here across Arkansas. Is obviously now the state that's seeing a lot of these impacts now, which we still have 2 observed tornadoes currently ongoing. And yeah, it's, again, unbelievable. It is really unbelievable what we've seen across these states. It's very sad as well. I mean, this is not something that, you know, never hoped upon for something like this to ever happen. It's horrible. But luckily, hopefully, I really hope that people were getting the message the last few days about this tornado outbreak and whatnot, because I feel like that's the most important thing, that people were aware of this, you know, tornado potential today and had a plan in place. That I've been saying it for the last several days. Like, I know some people are like, this is gonna be a bust and all that, but this is the reason why we have these sort of things in place, like plans. Make sure you have a plan in place. Make sure you are prepared for this sort of situation. So I'm posting the, by the way, if you want to check out the TikTok video of the Sulphur Springs evolution tornado, I'm posting the link in chat. So if you want to watch that evolution of the tornado in Sulphur Springs from earlier today, you can watch that. That literally happened in somebody's backyard. So yeah, if you want to check that out, feel free to. There's at least been 10 tornadoes, I'd say, at this point. This is, again, a full-blown tornado outbreak. No doubt about it. Do we have any confirmation on this 185-mile-per-hour wind gust in New Boston? Like, do we have any confirmation of that? Hey, Tom, how you doing? Or is that just a random number? If anybody has an actual number, like an actual, like, confirmation somewhere, feel free to let me know. But we have a new PDS tornado warning near Ben Lomond, by the way. A new PDS tornado warning has just been issued for Ben Lomond. Again, make sure you're seeking shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. This is in Arkansas. Again, brand new tornado warning. This is a PDS tornado warning as well. I'm not sure if we have any better radar sites at this point. We're kind of in between 2 again. This is another PDS tornado warning in areas near Ben Lomond. Seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible, interior of your house. And this is where that tornado is located right now. Just to the west of Ben Lomond is where we have a PDS tornado warning. So another large and destructive tornado is possible here in Arkansas. Again, this is a PDS tornado warning in Arkansas, again, in southwest Arkansas. This is at least our 5th or 6th PDS tornado warning today. I think it's about 5 or 6 now that we've had. Tom, you'll be all right. The storm should be clearing out of there soon. They haven't already. All right, zoom back in on this one, sorry. But yeah, again, this is another PDS tornado warning here for those in Ben Lomond. Again, seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. It also includes areas like Locksburg, Provo, and Dirks. Those are the next 3 areas included in this PDS tornado warning, moving off to the northeast. There's also a severe thunderstorm watch that just got issued, by the way, for far southern Missouri, so southeast of Springfield. If you are in southern Missouri, there's a severe thunderstorm watch that was issued there for the next about 5 hours. So, it's a little update there. This has been a serious severe weather outbreak. It's been unbelievable. But again, another PDS tornado is on the ground here in Arkansas. And there's the debris being lifted up into the atmosphere, obviously. I don't know if we have any better radar sites here. Kind of in between 2. I'll try to go back down to this one here. It's kind of hard to get a good radar site, though. We're in between, again, a bunch of different radar sites. That was the concern with today, was the, you know, the radar sites and all that sort of stuff. It's having a good radar site, and we really, unfortunately, are in between a bunch of them. This is like the worst area in terms of outbreaks, because we just don't have enough radar sites in range, unfortunately. And again, this is where that tornado is located right now. It's moving up to the northeast. We'll have a better radar view, I think, here in a second, but that's moving up to the northeast towards Locksburg. Moving up to the northeast. If you haven't already, by the way, and you're on my YouTube channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to like the stream if you've not already as well. I would appreciate it, because I've almost lost my voice. Let's see if we have any other updates on Twitter real quick. By the way, if you're on Facebook, I do apologize. I have not looked at chat in like an hour. So if you have any questions, go to my YouTube channel and feel free to pop those in there because I'm not going to be really reading the Facebook chat. I've literally lost where the stream even is. I literally don't know where it went. So if you are watching on Facebook, I would appreciate if you go over to my YouTube channel. Makes it a little bit easier for me to read chat. When's the last time something like this happened? I mean, something like this is a very broad term. I mean, you could consider this to be something else. I mean, like, you can consider this to be really anything. So, every event is pretty unique to some extent. This is definitely pretty unique. So, I don't know if I can really compare this to a certain event. Back over to the velocities again. This is where our tornado is located right now, west of Ben Lomond. This is again a PDS tornado warning cell, right there near Ben Lomond, moving off to the northeast. Scott, you're talking about me? I do not actually. I don't think. Yeah, no, I don't. We actually have a tornado warning that just got issued in Missouri, by the way. Real quickly, I'm gonna hop up to that. We have a tornado warning in Missouri, near Branson. And this is for this rotation here. There's a tornado warning that was issued on the southern side of the state, southeast of Branson, moving off to the east, so a new tornado warning there. Seek shelter immediately away from windows, lowest floor possible. Includes Bull, Shoals Lake, and Reuter, which are not really that populated, but there's a tornado warning there, so just heads up there. All right, let's go back down to the south. We're going to stay on the PDS tornado warning for the most part. Down here near Ben Lomond. All right, here's a look at the velocities again on this tornado warning cell. That is where our tornado is. It's just to the north of Ben Lomond now, south of Locksburg. So again, make sure you're in shelter if you're in this area. If you know anybody in this area as well, make sure to give them a call or text. That is where our new tornado is right now on the ground. Real quickly, I need to fix this. All right, so we have 8 tornado warnings, and we have 11 total warnings, by the way. So just an update on the total count. We do have a new tornado warning that was just issued, by the way, for Texarkana. Just a little update on this storm. This is a brand new tornado warning for Texarkana. This is a populated area near Texarkana. This is not a PDS tornado warning here, but this is a ongoing tornado warning cell. So make sure you're in shelter, away from windows, lowest floor possible. If you are in the Texarkana region, the rotation it's currently centered back over here near Maud, so that's our rotation. It'll be moving probably directly towards Texarkana, so we are going to keep a very close eye on this tornado warning cell as it moves that direction. After that storm gets past Texarkana, I am most likely, and this is probably about an hour from now at this point, but I'll probably have my live stream probably around 9:30 because I really have got to eat and actually, like, you know, not lose my voice tonight. But as long as there's not really too many tornado warnings left, because again, I am losing my voice like crazy right now. All right, but going back to the PDS tornado warning cell back down over here in near Ben Lomond. Somebody's playing guitar downstairs. That's interesting. All right, let's go over to storm relative velocities. We'll try to see if this hopefully works. Yeah, this is again our ongoing PDS tornado right there, moving through Locksburg, and it's eventually going to go over Highway 371 off to the northeast. So that's the current track of this right now on this PDS tornado warning cell. I'll look at that, Virginia. Let me look. Let's see. Yeah, near Hender. There's a couple of them. They've been kind of rotating like that for a while. I don't think either of them have actually been confirmed, though, that far down to the south. Near Henderson and whatnot. Look at Twitter real quick. I got a bunch of new tweets here. We'll see if there's any new ones here. Again, Texarkana is now included in a tornado warning, so just a little heads up. I'm going to post this, actually. I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. I'm going to post this to Facebook because I know I have a few of my viewers from North Texas that might be included in this. So, real quick, I'm just going to post this. One second. you're enjoying the stream so far, by the way, make sure to hit the like button down below. It's been very busy tonight. All right. Go back up to the PDS tornado warning. Actually, I'm going to stay on this one for a second. Let's just quickly look and see if we have any sort of strengthening rotation here or anything like that. We still have some stronger rotation here, mod. That's the rotation that we're watching. It's going to be kind of embedded in here. It is definitely going to be a rain wrap sort of tornado if there is one. So this is the area of rotation that we're watching. Correlation coefficient is not picking up on any debris yet, but it might be something to watch for as that moves off towards Texarkana. Again, Texarkana is a much more populated area, which is why I keep mentioning that. We'll have to watch that area very closely. It's also a very busy area for truck drivers as well. I've driven through Texarkana before. It is a lot of, not a lot of traffic, but just a lot of people on the roadways there. So it's definitely an area that we have to watch for closely. Again, this is our PDS tornado warning back up right now in the state of Arkansas, in southeast Arkansas near Locksburg. This is a PDS tornado warning that's ongoing here, moving off to the northeast. Strong rotation right now ongoing. Particularly dangerous situation is PDS. Sorry, I'm trying to do some stretches. My neck hurts too. All right. This just started. This started about 5 hours, 6 hours ago. This has been ongoing for a while. This isn't like the first PDS that we've had. This is our 5th or 6th PDS tornado warning today. Katie, I don't think this will become a tornado emergency. This one probably won't. It actually looks like the latest scan does seem to be weakening it a little bit. Correlation coefficient still showing maybe some debris there. It's very mixed opinionated though, because we're so far away from the radar sites here. So latest update there. We have a lot of photos on Twitter, so if you're not already checked out my Twitter page, make sure to go check that out. That's over on Twitter. Again, my Twitter, all the handles are down in the description below, or you can literally look below my face cam. All right. Hey, Terry, I hope they stayed safe. Texas got really hit hard today. Like, really got hit hard. And the hope is obviously that it wasn't too hard, but well, the photos that we've seen are just unbelievable. Some areas, obviously not everyone, but and especially near the Red River Valley was where we had the worst damage, back near Clarksville and whatnot. Paris, Texas, a few areas like that had some pretty significant damage. All right, I'm gonna close out of that. Let's go over to this. We're only one subscriber, by the way, from 26,600. If you've not already, I would appreciate if you hit the subscribe button down below. Trying to see, go back to Twitter here real quick. I have a lot of tornado warnings. I'm trying to get all the updates here on Discord, but it's taking forever. All right, let's go back up here. We still have a tornado, by the way, still ongoing back up here near 88. This is near Odin. It's somewhat of a rural area, but that's moving up to the northeast. Possibly still an ongoing tornado there. The confirmed tornado up near Clarksville does not seem to be ongoing anymore. So there's a couple of updates there. And we're still watching closely the other tornado warning in Texarkana. We got a couple down near Henderson as well. We're watching all those storms very closely. This is the PDS tornado warning, though. That is ongoing southeast of Locksburg. So moving up to the northeast. I got you, Katie. I got you. Sorry, my neck hurts. I keep doing like little stretches if you ever see me do that. Seems like we still have a possibly large tornado, though, or at least a strong tornado on the ground right now. Again, this is a PDS tornado warning east of Locksburg. Still seems to be on the ground right now, moving up to the northeast. Dirks will be next in track of this. Just west of Nashville is where this ongoing tornado is still on the ground. And PDS tornado warning still ongoing here. in Arkansas. Actually, I might be able to find a camera here if I look here. I might be actually able to find a camera. Nope, cannot find one there. Look at, actually, we do have some camera views in Texarkana, so I will get a view out of Texarkana for when that storm gets close. It is nighttime, so it's harder to see, but we'll at least be able to see something over there. Wow, look at this. This is out of Texarkana right now. There's a lot of lightning. I just saw a cloud to ground strike there in the background. Unfortunately, I couldn't get this over here in time. There's a lot of lightning over here in Texarkana right now. Thank you, Game, for the $2 super chat, by the way. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate the support. But yeah, out of Texarkana, a lot of lightning there. I wish I had that live cloud of ground strike on the screen here, but it's no longer on here. A lot of lightning, though. There's a lot of flashes of lightning there out of Arkansas. Again, that's near the Texarkana area. That's where that tornado is heading right now. So, or that tornado warned storm. So we'll see what happens there. By the way, this is no longer a PDS, so we can go back down to just regular tornado warning here. That means we have a little bit more freedom to kind of move around here and go back over to the other one near Texarkana. Let me turn off the PDS thing here. Or actually, we'll go to, yeah, we'll go to that. Yep. All right, let's back over to the storm that is currently tornado warned. We'll take a look at this. And let's go to the velocities, and we'll look at the correlation coefficient as well. Let's circle this. There's a little bit of green showing up there, so let's kind of match it up with the velocities. And that might be a possible tornado on the ground. No, that's actually not. Never mind. So that's not a tornado, but there's definitely a little bit of rotation still along this area of storms. It seems like it's becoming more of a damaging wind threat right now, coming towards Texarkana right now. So it's more of a damaging wind threat, I'd say, right now, going towards Texarkana. But there is still a tornado warning ongoing here for the next few minutes. Let me go over to... Wow, there is a lot of lightning here. We're going to keep it on here for a second. This is Texarkana again. There's a lot of lightning here. Like, the flashes have gotten seriously bright here. You can just see how bright these... Again, it's not the best picture. It's kind of blurry, but... gives you a clear depiction of what we're seeing out there in Texarkana. Wow, look at that. Look at the background. Man, those flashes are huge. This storm is not too far away, so there's a lot of lightning though out of this. A lot of lightning. Unbelievable. Yeah, I don't know why these sound effects keep coming through. Let me I don't know if it's gonna keep going here. All right, look, it's still going. All right, I'm gonna turn that off. Sorry. Yeah, the YouTube, I need to fix that. I think Stream Elements has a bunch of glitches, but... Thanks, Kitty. I appreciate it. I don't know if you're talking about the lightning or my show. I don't know which one you're talking about. Maybe both. Maybe both. Over here real quick. This is, again, the tornado warned storm near Texarkana. There's a lot of lightning out there. A lot of lightning. We have an update, by the way. New tornado warning issued for Pike County, Arkansas. Just a quick update there. Let's see. All right, cool. That's the latest update there. Katie, these are just traffic cams. You can look them up online if you want to. We actually look at that flash in the background. So yeah, I mean, if you really want to, you could literally look these up. But it's kind of cool. Cool to look at these. I mean, we actually caught a tornado over in Alabama, or yeah. Yeah, in Mobile, Alabama, we actually saw a tornado on a live cam. You may have seen the clip on YouTube. I posted it on More Max Velocity, but there was literally a tornado that we literally caught on a live cam. So, Hey, J-Dog, how you doing? Yeah, this has been a wild night, to say the least. It has been very crazy. Anyway, just a friendly reminder, if you want to go see the tornado that we saw, again, you can go find it on YouTube, or excuse me, on TikTok. So if you want to see that tornado that happened in Sulphur Springs, go check out my TikTok video, and make sure to like and follow if you haven't already, but make sure you go check that out. There's a lot of interesting stuff that happened in that little video. Is an evolution of a tornado really developing. It's really cool to see. It's like a minute long, and the tornado developed over there in Sulphur Springs, Texas earlier today in literally like a minute. So it is a very crazy video if you want to go check that out. I would appreciate it if you do. Very cool video. Yes, there's a lot of there's a couple of reports out there. I don't know which one's true. I've been live this entire time, and I haven't really seen any confirmed reports at this point. But it sounds like there's at least been upwards of several fatalities in Paris, Texas. Let's see if we have any. There's a couple of things here. Not sure. Again, I don't think there's any official numbers, though. As of 6:48 p.m., which is about almost an hour and a half ago, in Paris, Texas specifically, there's no known amount of fatalities right now. But again, that says about an hour and a half ago. I'm not sure if there's actually any updates on that since then. I'm not seeing any updates on that. So if anybody has any sort of news articles or anything like that, feel free to mention or let me know. This is just zooming out. By the way, we still have 4 or 5 tornado warnings ongoing, or 6 actually. One still ongoing near Carthage, excuse me. And also one near Texarkana. This one's becoming more of a wind event, and that's what's going to end up happening over the next few hours anyways. A lot of these storms are going to become more of a wind event, becoming a bit more of a line of storms. So that's somewhat good news, instead of just having all possible, PDS tornadoes. So the threat's going to diminish in terms of tornadoes over the next few hours, which is good news for sure. If you have any sort of evidence, like if any articles are out there about fatalities or anything like that in Paris, feel free to mention me on Twitter or link me on Twitter, or DM me, whatever. Because I'm trying to make a little article about it. So if you have any sort of report there, let me know. Would be interested to know. Hey Chan, how you doing? Welcome back. Yeah, Tampa lucked out, Terry. Tampa lucked out. That was an area that really got lucky about that Hurricane Ian. It's crazy to think Hurricane Ian was a month ago. Feels like it just happened yesterday. Thanks, Shane. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm guessing. I don't know. I really don't know. There probably was, though, a few fatalities. Out of all these storms, it would be a really good thing if nobody was, hurt or injured or anything like that from these tornadoes. But we had 2 tornado emergencies, very large tornadoes. And we also had that one over in Paris, Texas that ended up becoming a PDS, I'm pretty sure. So, hey, thank you, Michael. I literally, that was the first article I read. Appreciate it. What's my favorite thing but doing weather stuff? I don't know if I really have a favorite thing outside of weather. I honestly just love doing weather. I legitimately don't know if I really have any other hobbies. This is pretty much, I'd say this is one of my only hobbies, though. I don't really do much else. My social life is depleted. I literally do not talk to people. I don't have time to. I'm like so busy. Balancing college work and doing this, YouTube channel and doing Facebook full time is a lot. I mean, it really sucks up just about almost all my time. So, the fact of the matter is, there's really no way for me to balance this all. and having like a social life and all this other stuff. So it is busy for sure. All right. We only had 2 tornado emergencies today, Virginia. The Paris one was not a tornado emergency. It probably should have been, but there was no tornado emergency. It was a PDS, I think. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate it. Andrew, on my radar is not the best. The radar I use is not the best for that, so I don't know. The highest that I think I've heard though is 180. I'm not sure if that was a velocity. I've seen that number kind of flying around. I don't know if that was a confirmed wind speed or not, but it's at least what I've heard so far. How tall am I? I'm tall. 3'2". And when I'm a famous meteorologist, like I don't have time for a life. This takes up a lot of my time. I mean, this is about an 8-hour live stream almost at this point. I think we're up to 7 hours. Yeah, we're just over 7 hours of live streaming today. So the first live stream crashed. This one's been about 3 hours, but the first one crashed at about 4 hours in. So yeah, it is time consuming, but I love doing it. I mean, it doesn't feel like a job or anything like that when I'm doing this like this at all. What, you think I'm 3'2"? What do you mean? What's the laughing face for? 3'2". 3'2". Played basketball back in my day. 3'2" basketball player. Real quick, this is out of Texarkana again, the live cam that we're looking at before. Whoa, look at that lightning. This is out of Texarkana. The tornado warning cell, the rotation's actually kind of over this area right now, so we'll see if we can actually see anything. I don't think there's a tornado ongoing, but this is looking westbound, so we would know if there was something here. World's shortest weather guy? Imagine if I was. Be pretty funny. Just further reminder, by the way, if you're on Facebook, I am not reading the Facebook chat. I have not for a few hours. I'll quickly see if there's anything on there. I don't think there has been. If you are on Facebook, you can feel free to come over on Twitter. Thank you, Leah, by the way. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you. Yeah, if you're on Facebook, feel free to come over to YouTube. I'm reading most of the YouTube chat right now. Roxton, Texas, Leah. I am not sure. I've not heard of any damage in Roxton. Apologize. Hey, Christopher. I hope they're safe. Hey, if you, obviously, hopefully they're really safe, and you know, I really do hope that they recover fast, because that's obviously not. It was a very dangerous situation there. What happened? If you do have any photos of any of that stuff, though, feel free to send them in if you have any of that sort of stuff. But hopefully they're safe. That was a very dangerous tornado-borne storm there. They're safe. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I know Idabel got really pounded there, so. Hey, no problem, Julie. No problem. Let's take off this live cam for now. Doesn't seem like there's a tornado there. There's a lot of lightning. There's a lot of lightning there in Texarkana. Lots and lots of lightning. Actually, the tornado warning has been canceled for that area. We have a lot of tornadoes now actually coming up on here, being confirmed from earlier. So we have 5 different ones. Obviously, a few of them are probably the same one. But the one near Naples, I think that one was on the ground for a while. That might have been on the ground for upwards of an hour. Oh, that was a long track tornado that went through areas like New Boston. Good news. We're down to 5 tornado warnings. A lot of them will start to weaken out. I think the one with any potential at this point is going to be this one back down here near Carthage, because it's semi-discrete. The other ones are starting to kind of lose their potential with being connected to the storms and whatnot. Andrew, I already said it. I don't know if there was above 200 miles per hour, but I've seen a report of 180 plus, but I'm not sure if that's confirmed or not. Hey, Leah, are they safe? In Roxton, are they all right? That's so. I'm sorry to hear that, Christopher. I can only imagine what the pain was going through a tornado storm, tornado, and especially with that sort of intensity in Idabel. Hey Jen, how you doing? Welcome back. Hey Coney, how you doing? I didn't even know you were here. How you doing? How's it going? It's been busy, busy, busy. Whew, alrighty. No problem, Lucy. No problem. My pleasure. Juan, yeah, it's if anything's remaining, it's just rain over there in Gilmer and whatnot. Can't rely on an isolated storm, but I think it's pretty much done over there. Yeah, you're basically done. It's just rain at this point. Those areas. Yeah, I never ate today. I really have not eaten anything. It's almost 10 o'clock now. What a day. I know. It really is what a day. I mean, it's unbelievable what we saw. It really is. But things will begin to wind down, so there is really no reason for me to really be live too much longer here. Everything's going to kind of start winding down. We might get another tornado possibly in the next hour or two, but everything's going to become more of a damaging wind threat at this point. We actually have some storms down near Austin, Texas, apparently. Look at this real quick. Yeah, just a line of storms that's developed that far down to the south. But yeah, starting to wind down, which is good news. Been very busy. And my voice is basically gone, so. Jen, I've had no time. I've been live for 7.5 straight hours. Literally 7. I think the only thing I've eaten in the last 7 hours or 7.5 hours was a Reese's peanut butter cup. I'm not even kidding. That was it. And a bunch of water. I've had probably about at least a gallon of water. "3'2" person does not eat a lot of food. There you go. Hey, see where the whole thing's coming from? Hey, have a great night, Susan. Appreciate you tuning in. Stay safe. Calling it James Spann. I mean, I've done an 8-hour live stream before. The 8-hour live stream, though, was literally, I was the only person live for that severe weather event, so I felt like I was forced to be live for that long. And I was live for the entire 8 hours. I was back earlier one time this summer, so I was live for a while. This is my longest live stream, though. My second longest live stream ever. So, granted, this one was about 3.5 hours. The first one was 3 hours. They were, again, the stream disconnected for some reason on the first one, so they're not connected. So I can't really say this has been my longest live stream, but it technically has. It's been all in a row. I mean, I didn't take a break there in the middle. It just, I immediately got on like a minute after that happened. So remember that, Kim? Few people will. Few people remember that 8-hour live stream. That was my. I was like, I got 50,000 views in 8 hours. I was like, holy crap. And then, recently I've had a stream was 6 hours long that got 200,000 views. It's crazy. I just don't understand how I've grown this much. I don't feel like I really even deserve it, to be honest, but no, I don't know. It's crazy. To me, it's just like, I don't know. I don't feel like I deserve to be this well known on YouTube. But getting rich, I'm not getting rich, trust me. I'm losing money by the month. Losing money. College is so expensive, it is not even funny. I appreciate it, see. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the goal, I don't know. I might just end up doing, YouTube. If this succeeds long term, maybe I'll just do YouTube for a while. But I might do TV too. I enjoy doing both. I mean, I love doing the TV aspect of things and doing like local forecasts, but it does get a bit repetitive. I feel like YouTube, you can do a bit more, nationwide and whatnot. There's more to talk about. so it's not as repetitive. Furthest north Michigan will be southern portions of Missouri. Kim, it's meteorology. I'm already in college. I mean, I'm in my second year, so studying meteorology. Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate it. It's kind of one of those things, though. Like, I wish I was able to, afford like, storm chasers and stuff like that. Maybe one day I'll be able to, but like, these people that storm chase, like, they need to get paid a lot to, be on your live stream or whatever. So it's one of those things, like, I always feel like I'm kind of like in the bottom in terms of, being a weather streamer on YouTube. It's like, I don't feel like it's a full production, if you know what I mean. Not my opinion. I feel like I wish I could make that full production. The only thing I can really even use is just like, traffic cams or whatever. But those things I wish I had an ability to do, but, not cheap. Or, yeah, it's not cheap. Hey, thank you, Andrea, by the way, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Do appreciate that a lot. I don't think I've missed any Facebook comments recently, right? Yeah, I haven't. All right. I know, Kim, I know. I wish it was kind of like that. I don't feel, I don't know. Some of these things, like, when it comes to this sort of stuff, I just I have weird feelings that some of these people just do it for the money, but I don't know. I don't know. I do it because I love doing it. I mean, I mean, literally ever since I was like 3, I've loved doing this sort of stuff. Obviously not, I wasn't doing live streams at the age of 3, but I've always loved talking about weather and discussing weather and all that sort of stuff. So, to me, this does not feel like anything like even like a job. I mean, I never even considered this as a job, and I still don't. I mean, this is just simply a passion for me. It always has been. So. Your son's calling tornadoes tomatoes. Okay. Tomatoes, tornadoes, same thing, right? Like tomato, tomato. Tomato, tomato. Tomato warning. Imagine. Thanks, Oki. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Tired. I was actually, for those that are wondering, I was supposed to be on a trip tonight with my family, but I ended up skipping out on it because of the severe weather event. So I decided to stay back and go live for this sort of stuff. So. But tomorrow, I'll be taking tomorrow off. My voice is gone. Tyler, there was a tornado emergency in Isabel. I'm pretty sure that area is almost completely leveled. Probably an EF3 or EF4 tornado that rolled through there. Again, that's not confirmed, but that's probably the range of what that tornado was there. So, yeah. For sure, everybody follow me, by the way, on Twitter and TikTok tonight. We gained a lot of followers on there, apparently. I don't know why. But cool. Thank you, Terry, by the way, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Yeeting, anything in Houston will probably just be like, low end, maybe gusty winds or something like that. Maybe damaging winds, if anything, in terms of severe weather. It's pretty low in College Station in terms of a tornado threat tonight. I'm just looking at some stuff here. Trying to see if there's anything new that I've missed from today. There was a lot of there's been a lot of tweets on Twitter on my page, so I'm trying to scroll through them and see if I missed anything, but I don't think I have, so good. Yeah, I haven't missed anything. Hey, no problem, Virginia. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I got you, Eating. No problem. Stay safe out there. I'm really hungry. I'm so hungry. It's not even funny. I've really not eaten anything. I'm glad you have, Terry. I'm glad you have. All right, before we end the live stream, I want to make sure that you guys join our Discord server. So make sure to join our Discord server. The link will be in the chat. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. I do appreciate to anybody that's been here for like the 7 hours that we've been live for. I really do appreciate it. But it's been a long live stream. I'm starving. I literally have not eaten in like 12 hours. So I want to make sure I get something to eat here before I go to bed. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. I'll be posting a lot of stuff here on Twitter and Facebook probably in the upcoming hour. There's a lot of stuff to catch up on. Literally, I have so much to catch up on. It's not even funny. Like, literally, I've been live for 7.5 hours. This is the longest live stream I've done in college, like, at all. So, I mean, this is long. The longest live stream I did before this was like 3 hours. So, I have a lot of stuff to catch up on. There's a lot of photos. There's a lot of videos. I got to post some of that stuff on Facebook and whatnot. So, again, I would appreciate before you leave, make sure to join our Discord server. The link's in the chat. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter. Real quickly, if you are on TikTok and you want to see a video of the tornado in Sulphur Springs that happened and you want to see it evolve, it's not even a minute long. It's a really cool evolving video here. I'll post it in chat if you want to check that out on TikTok, so make sure to go check that out. Put the link in chat like 10 times. Make sure to go check that out. Click that link, check it out. It's really interesting, and somebody literally watched a tornado form in their backyard. I don't recommend what they did, but it's a pretty crazy evolution of that tornado that developed that was strong in Sulphur Springs. Again, I appreciate all the super chats tonight. DK with the $150, I think, dollars or $250 in super chats, I think it was tonight. I really do appreciate his support a lot. To anybody else that gave a super chat, I really do appreciate you as well. It really does go a long way. Thank you for anybody that's become a member as well. If you watch the stream, like the video, whatever, I really appreciate that as well a lot. Have a great, safe rest of your night if you're in any of these tornado warnings, and we will see you guys all again soon.